Hey there,
Let's jam.
everybody. Welcome to another session of Age of Calamity Road to 100%. We still have our champions here. Please introduce yourselves, and for the love of God, be beautiful.
Okay, so I had a wash, so I'm really beautiful today. My name is Spider, and I'm happy to be here once again.
I didn't
Lie.
have a wash, so I might not be as beautiful as Spider or our other champion, but my name is
That's me.
Sabrina.
I think
I didn't mean to peer pressure everyone to be like, you better fucking all washed otherwise what?
Oh God, I haven't washed.
Champion number 3, did you wash?
What's wash?
Oh no.
No, but hello, my name is Power Up Player, or just Trevor. I'm here again.
You're probably wondering, why do I end up doing these intros a lot? Because people tend to forget who the people who are in the chat, that's why.
And now they know,
Yes.
including whether if we washed or not.
That's why, I do the intros. I mean, I don't have to. I can just say, yeah, just jump right into it. It's fun.
Yeah.
Did you wash now?
Of course I wash, my dude. I'm not introducing myself. I already introduced myself already.
Sheena?
Well, good. Yeah, I did wash today. I did.
What about you, the audience?
Did
I
you
mean,
wash today?
I hope you guys did.
And then nobody does. It's like, well then.
Well, y'all filthy animals.
Well, luckily enough, there are 3 Koroks in this one, so I don't have to worry. And we've seen this cutscene already, so let's move on.
Have you done any of the collecting of Koroks from, any of the challenge missions?
Not yet, because we haven't
Seriously?
I haven't ran into one. Well, we ran into one, but I haven't gotten to the other ones yet, because I've been mostly dealing with the infinite blood moon, because we've been having blood moons left and right every single time we finish one for some reason. So I'm like, all right, let me just get the Koroks from the chapters instead.
It does come fairly regular.
Often.
I suppose by that point of the game, there's not going to be, other than missions and challenges that have higher asking recommendation for your characters. I suppose that's the only other way to really grind without having to pay every time.
Yeah, and it does help us out a bit too, to be able to go ahead and knock out the treasure chests, because that also counts towards 100%, and also getting the treasure chests, the Koroks as well at the same time. I don't mind, because I already stated before, we're not coming back to these levels. I really have a very hard time in coming back to these levels. So, thank God that the Blood Moon, for me, exists, so I can get 2 things out at the same time. It's a little bit difficult, because, you can kind of end up getting yourself screwed over that way. But, if you play your game right, you can be able to go ahead and kill things, murder things, do a bunch of things, and end up looking at these little fancy map. Sometimes I notice that some of the cars are kind of near treasure chests too, so hey, bonus points.
Yeah.
Cool.
Also, straight to the point, like KH mods.
Yes.
Yep.
What mods are you looking forward to?
Aqua Noon mods, baby!
What safe for work mods are you looking forward to?
Sand.
Oh, God.
Yeah, the Sans Undertale mods. Where the
what's
fight is
going
just
on?
Sans Undertale. Kingdom Hearts getting ported to PC.
Oh,
Wait.
I didn't know that.
Oh.
Yeah, Kingdom
That's
Hearts
why I
getting
was
ported to
like,
PC,
why
Sabrina.
does Kingdom Hearts mods talk like. Did they figure it out? Like,
Oh no. Sabrina was in her own world at that time.
I was too busy eating and watching Naruto. I didn't know what was going on with Kingdom Hearts.
But
Yes.
the Twitters.
You're one of the healthy people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You actually
I like
eat
you.
and watch anime.
I remember why we're friends. Good.
You like
Well
me?
done.
Ah, yes. Friendship.
Wow, that sounded,
Believe it.
That sounded sad.
Naruto, Uzumaki Barrage.
But yeah, it's coming on the Epic Store, which I kind of would have preferred if it was on Steam, but who knows? Hopefully, it will
You know
be on
why
Steam.
that's the case, right? Like, most of us probably know why that's the case, right? because it's Disney.
Oh, okay. Well,
It's multi because here's a little behind the scenes stuff. Epic has a really tight connection with Disney right now because apparently for a lot of their current like CGI stuff, they've been using an engine provided by Epic Games.
Okay.
Okay, so that's why Kingdom Hearts.
I found that out purely by watching the Disney Gallery of the Mandalorian, and I was like, oh, so they use a game engine to render like some of the backgrounds and whatnot in real time. And while that's cool, it's like, oh, that makes a lot of fucking sense.
Well, I mean,
and also because like also like Fortnite being in like Avengers Endgame and then vice versa.
That makes a lot more sense.
Yeah,
that explains a lot now, to be honest.
At least that's my justification. I do have a feeling though, like this is just gonna be like it didn't say timed exclusive, but if they are just gonna strictly stake it strictly to the Epic Store, then yeah. I mean, it's I would have preferred if they do release it on Steam at some point, which I want to say they should do, because that would be really. I would say it's pretty dumb to say they should keep it on Epic.
Yeah. Like there's no harm in getting other platforms.
Yeah.
And also, I know people are complaining about the price, and I greatly understand, and I do, but also remember this: the fucking series goes on sale like nonstop, unless they're gonna like strictly just not put it on sale on the Epic Store for like a year.
No,
then that's bad. That's bad business.
Almost. Okay, so the first for 1.5 and 2.5, it is I think $50. For the 2.8, it is 60. For Kingdom Hearts 3, it is also 60, and Melody and Memory is also 60. Basically,
it's $230 for all Kingdom Hearts games on PC.
Yep. Which right now though, you can get it cheaper on the PlayStation 4/PlayStation 5.
Which gives you all the games anyways, especially 3.
They really, honestly, they really should have coincided with that sale, because I think that would have just drove up a lot of revenue from that alone.
At that point, I think it would just have to be like squeeze Epic dry for it to be like, okay, fine, we'll put it on sale, and then people will start buying it.
Yeah. Unfortunately.
I do want people to get into the series if, some people are usually interested and be like, oh man, I'm only a PC person. It's like, hey, now you don't have an excuse.
My sympathies.
Yeah.
Like when I heard
my sanctuary.
Well, when I heard that Cage was being ported to the PC, I immediately thought like, oh man, people are gonna have to deal with modding stuff.
Oh yes, they will.
They will get Nicolas Cage in Cage. Oh yeah, bees.
Dude, Ghost Rider in Kingdom Hearts? Hell yeah, let's go.
What's that randomizer that doesn't really you have to go out of your way for? Yo, that'd be good.
That has nothing to do with Nicolas Cage. Get out of here.
Wow, why you just strictly want Nicolas Cage? Like, what's
because it's fitting. Because you guys called it Cage, even though it's Mickey Mouse. Why are you putting Mickey in the cage? You weird ass.
No, the only person.
Hey, boss! Did someone say Door to Darkness?
The only person who's in a cage is the Pinocchio. He's the only one in the cage.
That's rude.
Oh my god.
That's woodist.
You know that one picture of like a super ridiculous mod that has like Dante from Devil May Cry, Sora, it has the Dark Souls, boss in it. Oh my god, that's fucking possible now.
Oh god, that sounds like a lot of lore that somebody's gonna come up with.
Oh yeah.
So the Dante from Devil May Cry series ended up in Kingdom Hearts. So where is he in Kingdom Hearts 4? As you can see, he's a Devil Trigger now. I was like, what? That doesn't make sense.
So to be real, aliens.
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 Am I right, lads?
Sure.
Those funny dudes from space.
Yeah, Donald.
You're working on the lore.
Yeah, it's nothing wrong with working on the lore. You want to go ahead and have your Kingdom Hearts fun? By all means. I will end up admitting though, this was something that I kind of was thinking to myself. I don't have the same feel when I played. I don't have the same feel when I play the other games compared to how I felt with Kingdom Hearts 1, Chain of Memories, and Cage 2. Like, I don't get, like, that same childlike feel, and it's mainly because, obviously, I've grown up, so,
But
Still
you're
have
not
a
a
child
child.
like Bill.
Well, not only that, like the bands of it are, loud, I should say.
And
Yeah,
depend-
Nick.
Oh,
depend on
that's
what
very
you're talking
Gina.
about.
That's,
okay, so
very
the
kind of you.
community. The community, not fans, the community can be loud.
That's very generous of you, Gina. Like,
Says the
very
Says
generous.
the Undertale fan.
No, actually, there's a community not
Every
loud, too.
every fan base is loud depending on who you're talking to.
Excuse me,
Yeah,
Sonic
like
is
the custom
pure
mobile fan
and
base.
genuine. and
I
happy.
know you are not.
Look. We all know,
Rob,
we all know which
No,
one's the whole.
no,
we all
you can't.
Look, we all know which one's the wholesome community.
Yeah, not Kirby.
Yeah, go outside.
Yeah, go outside. Yeah, that's a wholesome community, right?
Yeah, that's pretty wholesome. It has, little people.
Custom Robo, because I'm the only one in it.
Goddamn.
Aw.
I mean, Gotcha
No,
Force for
love-
me. I mean, Kid Icarus can be.
No.
What do you mean Veridi's not an Echo Fighter?
Oh Lord, don't.
Medusa's not an Echo Fighter. I'm upset.
I just know that I'm part of the Steven Universe fandom.
Oh,
So-
I'm sorry, Sabrina.
I've heard stories.
Oh my god.
Told you, the good one is Sonic. Everything's all good there.
No.
There's only, I will say,
Adam
there's
Sandler for
only-
Sonic. Come on, guys.
God.
There's only one fandom that is very, very pure. That like, so far, and I'm like gonna knock on wood. So far, I've not met anyone toxic from this fandom, and even this one person that I watch that like makes videos on fandoms couldn't even find a toxic trait in any of it, and that's the Thomas Sanders fandom.
Okay, you know
I
what?
thought you were going to
Fair.
say Thomas the Tank
Yeah, I
Engine.
thought you were gonna say
okay.
Thomas the Tank Engine. Like, wait, what? Wait. What's that fandom? I don't know what that is.
So Thomas Sanders, he used to do Vine, and he does YouTube
Oh,
videos
him!
now.
Mhm.
Yes, he does like the funny voices. He does like Stewie Griffin and stuff.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
he's really awesome.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, he's super
very
wholesome. And he's a huge Steven Universe fan, too, because that's how I kind of found him.
Ah, cool.
Okay, so we can't get those two charter chests until after we save Mipha. Alright, cool. We're on.
Thanks,
Save the
Mipha.
fish, Nick.
We are. We're gonna save moist fish.
Cool. Excellent.
I honestly thought instead of Hoy, Sheena said Moist.
No,
Moist!
It's like, whoa, Sheena, good joke.
Bravo! 10 out of 10 joke! Oscar worthy!
It's like what?
Moist. He's like, yeah.
Boys.
Moist. There you go.
Oh my gosh, you actually did it.
Hiya!
Thanks, Sheena. Now we can be friends.
What?
No.
Wait, what?
Friends before?
Your inconsistency
Whoa.
of friendship confuses me.
Are we friends or not friends?
Yeah, which
We all-
is it?
We are now. Anyway,
Okay.
back to it. Yeah, missions.
Dude.
Treasure chest. The king's cool, isn't it? Now. Look at him
Boy,
flash.
we already gotten our bang for our king already. You gotta come up with something.
Well, we gotta do it again because
No.
that's how much bang it is, man. Wait, that kind of came out wrong, but yeah.
Oh.
Little bit. Just a little bit. Ow.
These are my friends. I love them
Oh.
so.
These are my friends. I
We are
question them
friends.
sometimes.
Oh wait, I'm gonna have
Yeah,
Zelda
Aqua
save
nude
me
mods!
for- What? Why do you keep wanting nude mods for Aqua? I mean, she is the only one of age.
I don't
It's
know.
water, man.
And she's the only one.
It's really
Yeah.
Mickey.
I want Mickey's shirt to come back. That should be the first mod.
Nick, you say that, but that's probably gonna be the first mod.
That better not be the first mod. I would cry. I'll be like, really? You guys have so much mod potential, and what you guys do is just give him his shirt back. Really?
It was a good shirt, Nick.
Listen, just
From the
because-
Yeti.com.
Yeah, just because.
Yeah.
Just because the Shadows really, really loves Mickey's shirt and they had to make a game out of it, which is still funny.
A whole game.
I still find that.
I know.
It's like, hey,
so
we gotta,
fucking funny.
I gotta explain this. It's like, okay.
It's like the important thing. No. The important thing is not like, oh yeah, you get to play as Aqua, learn what she was doing in KH1. No, the important thing was Mickey's shirt.
Yep. I'm like, oh, okay, cool. I'm glad this was explained.
Here's a mod idea: lightsaber keyblade mod.
No.
Oh, there are probably people on that shit already.
Well, yeah, and you have like both Xemnas making zoom, and then when
Which he low-key already got.
And my favorite one is that if they decide to, they can put the world for young Xandort. Come on, go. This is
Warudo.
That'd be great. I love it. You love to see it happen.
Dude, stand mods? Oh my god, they're gonna happen now.
Oh god.
Every mod is happening now.
It's a chicken poacher.
Oh, it's a chicken.
Oh,
Okay, so like Twitch has just been updating every like the fucking emote like every week.
Like every day.
Because they're getting ready for the internet.
Okay, cool.
I don't know. I actually don't know why it's updating. It didn't really update for me. It kind of just let me go into the game, so.
Cool.
It's not for me.
Also, if I'm a little less talkative than usual today, because I'm trying to play Knight of the Hollow.
That's okay.
That's fine. Everybody's doing their own thing usually on these streams, so that's fine. I pour it. Seriously, I don't like you guys being bored. So.
Right now, I'm applying for jobs because
Yeah,
I'm
Ew.
not having the best. I'm not having the best luck with it. Also, so I'm not gonna say the company that tried to do that had me do 2 interviews and said no to me about 5 times by this point. Like, I'm going to apply for their competitor and see how that goes.
I will love if you do get it then.
They're also
Oh.
hiring.
If you're not gonna hire me, then I'm just gonna be hired by your competitor.
I mean, hey, it works. And then it'd be like, hey, no, come back. It's like, what? No.
Hey, wait, come back!
We didn't think you meant. We didn't think you were serious. I'm always serious. I need.
That's why I fucking applied, you idiots.
Hey, you.
Yeah, right.
What are you, stupid?
Is it April 1st yet? No, because Mario isn't gone yet. So we released Mario's Missing 2.
God,
What if that is Nintendo's ultimate?
I want to know what they're gonna do. They can't just get rid of it
What?
and be like, lol.
What if that is the ultimate April Fool's prank? It's like, it's not going away on March 31st. It's never going away at all. We pranked ya. We played y'all for the long game for like 6 months.
Now it's for free. It's like, wait, we all spend money on this. We could have got it for free.
Yeah, that would have. That's not funny. That's not funny. I don't find
I can't buy it
We're
again.
We're laughing at it anyway, though.
Yeah.
You're laughing at it. I'm just sad and crying.
Actually, like, I already stated this idea today, but, you know, I was jokingly say, like, oh, we can just stream Mario 35 on March 31st before midnight. Right, let you know that.
Cool.
Yeah, and then next thing,
Just
yeah,
see
and
what
then next thing you know,
happens.
it just disconnects and be like, "Ha! You see that, guys? As long as you stay on the servers, they can't possibly disconnect." Okay.
God damn it, Doug Bowser.
What? Oh no, it'd be funny. It'd be like, fuck, I had something in mind, and I had it. My joke is gone.
It's okay.
No!
March the 31st in your brain. Oh no, the joke left.
Okay, so like the only thing about this competitor, I don't think they're hiring full time, and I want full time, so that might be an issue. Damn it.
I say take it anyways, though.
Well, I need to apply for it.
Well, I mean,
I'm looking through
I'm
all
just-
of them right now.
I mean, I'm just saying, like, just take it anyways. Like, you kind of just need some buns.
Oh, I found a full time.
Okay, well,
Oh.
never mind.
Oh,
Fuck
cool,
me,
cool.
I guess.
That was a good speedrun change
Yeah,
over there.
that's true.
That's fun.
Hey!
Oh yeah, that's what it's about. My Mario 35 joke would be like, let's do a speedrun on how fast I get disconnected on March 31st when the game's supposed to be down.
I wouldn't even be surprised if everyone else ends up having that idea too. I'd be like, who cares? We're gonna still do it anyways. We can
Oh,
all
never
have
mind. It's
ideas.
New Jersey.
Oh man, not New Jersey. That's where the Jersey Shore.
Someone's gonna be moving. Now you know where to live.
Welcome
Wait,
Risky,
people
but
already
you know where to go.
People already know where, like, that I live in Philadelphia.
That's why
Wait,
it's
You
worth.
what?
You what? You live in that place?
You're Will Smith.
You're Will Smith.
Now this
Oh,
is a story all about how I live with my
I
rich.
got my
grand-
job in Philadelphia.
They paid me handsomely, and now I live in a mansion. What?
I don't remember how that song went. Fuck the Lost
Fresh
Kid.
Princess of BBG. I love the title.
That's a good one. That's a pretty good one.
Take that.
Oh god.
Alice, man. Why are you a sentient rock? Is there any lore behind you? No, there isn't. What
Nope.
else? Why aren't you,
Oh.
Actually, no, I have the lore. All the rocks in every Zelda game just got tired of our crap, and now they just come to life and try to kick our asses.
Hey, Corons. Nice.
I have
Hey.
a theory. It's all the core rocks that you pick up and they evolve into the taluses.
That's morbid.
Oh,
That
God.
means that when they explode, that means all you hear is.
Actually, you know what's funny? That's kind of like the lore in Bionicle about the Borox. So
right.
let me dive in some deep Bionicle lore for y'all real quick. So in Bionicle, at the end of like the first major arc, it kind of turns out that there's certain Matoran, the small dudes. It finds out that they become these enemies called the Borok. And it's morbid as fuck thinking about it, because it's like, oh, these small, cool, fun dudes that are the good guys, and then you find out, oh shit, they turn into these roly boy enemies. Fuck, man.
Well, rip.
Yep, well, it's
So-
like, I don't know what to...
Well, there's your Bionicle lore. Come visit my TED Talk about Bionicle on Wednesday the 19th, 100th?
19th, 100th.
Yes.
That's 1 o'clock in the morning.
You want us
Yes.
to listen to Bionicle lore at 1 in the morning?
I didn't say I was.
Listen.
I'm just correcting it for the chat so they know where to go to listen to this Bionicle Lore.
Oh, okay.
It's 1 in the morning in Hawaii.
I was like, I watched this TED Talk.
Oh,
Oh, yeah. Now you have to deliver.
Ow.
Don't be lying now, man. You gotta deliver, man.
No, I did in Hollow Knight, but you know, I actually was considering doing one for someone at some point. I was gonna do that for Lockie because he was like, "Oh man, the Bionicle Lore sounds fucking nuts, mate." And I was like, "Oh well, maybe one day I'll strap you to a chair and we'll talk about Bionicle Lore." And let's go ahead, Ross and maybe Ellie on board, and yeah, so that was an idea. Probably not coming to fruition.
There was an
Unless one
idea.
of you want to do it. There was an idea to bring people together.
And then Thanos attacked.
And then a purple man attacked. Kills fucking purple man.
Oh yeah, Barney.
You didn't give me hugs. Now I'm gonna snap you
Oh,
out of
no,
existence.
not this lore again.
I love you. You love me. I will erase all of reality.
Oh,
Now
no.
you're all
With
gonna
a big
die.
With a great big from the Infinity Gauntlet from me to you. I don't know how to end the rest of this song.
Oh god, that's
Hey,
an
you.
image. Him wearing the Infinity Gauntlet.
You know what to draw now.
No,
God damn it.
no, no.
Why not?
Because you're an artist. You an
It's just,
artist
it's just
too.
Barney wearing a glove with some gems on it.
You
It's
an
okay.
artist too, boy.
And Black Splatoon's some salmon.
Oh, you can
roll.
quit your Splatoon and you can make Thanos Barney. Or,
But I got my PC, not
or,
yet.
Well, you'll get it soon, boy. Don't worry.
Yeah, but Sheena got hers.
Oh,
I
she-
got other ideas.
Checkmate, Devious.
Okay,
What?
but that,
Check.
wait, what? I believe. I think.
Oh,
Yeah, it's an unfortunate soul happening right now.
Oh yeah, but yeah, Blast. Yeah, Bionicles was both great as a toy and lore for me. I pretty much read almost everything Bionicle Lore growing up, along with the toys. Ah, fuck! I fell in Hollow Knight.
Never watched them.
I had one of the games on the Game Boy Advance, and then I didn't understand any of it.
There was like 3 Game Boy Advance games. One was an action game, one was a side-scrolling action game, the other one was an RPG. And then you got Bionicle Heroes for the DS, which was also on the Wii, Xbox, PlayStation 3, GameCube. And then there was... Actually, I think that was in turn... Oh, no, then there was the Lost CD-ROM Bionicle game. This is just going to become a Bionicle TED Talk now, so welcome to my Bionicle Lore TED Talk. So the first Toa in like I've ever released was called Tahu, the Toa of Fire. He had the Kanohi Hao, which was the shield, which was the great Kanohi mask of shields.
Thank you.
Sorry, I'm just
pay $8.99 for part 2.
I just grinning and it's like, hey.
Whopper's asking what the most wholesome moment in gaming you have witnessed.
When the game ends.
Well, me too.
No. Okay. Let me see.
Wholesome moment.
I guess the ending to Cage 1, to be honest, because that's still vivid in my memory. I found it wholesome because mainly, he technically ended up getting to see Kari again before she drifted off into the Island of Destiny.
That's good. The ending to Tales of Exilia 2, but only because I cried at that.
Actually, no. Oh wait, which ending though? Because I know
the true ending. The true ending. Oh
yeah, I can understand that with having tears. Yeah, that one's that was a tearjerker.
That's it's funny. I consider Tales of Exilia 2 my favorite game of all time purely because it made me cry like that.
I mean, hey, it's a very fantastic, engaging story. It's just kind of why I wish that they can actually release them on the friggin' PS4, but they won't. Anyways, I'm done. Spider, you're next.
I'm trying to think. I feel like one of the first ones that was pretty old, maybe like the ending to Final Fantasy 9. That was Calamity.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Yeah.
Sabrina.
The ending to Xenoblade Chronicles 2.
Oh, that is pretty wholesome, actually.
And now, one and final person, Sheena.
I mean, is it kind of obvious that I would say the pacifist ending of Undertale?
No,
because
okay.
No,
yes, get out.
No, get the fuck out. Come on, there's gotta be more than Undertale.
But no,
Fortnite, when you finally won.
Where it ends.
But that one, I would say the ending, funny enough, for Skyward Sword got me too.
Ooh, yeah, actually, that was a really good ending scene.
That's a good ending, and I love
that
the song
was.
too. And I'm like, that guy.
Yeah.
I will admit, I also have one for Link's Awakening. It comes down to the music for me. Like, it's the music that kind of gets me more so, and also Wind Waker's ending theme as well. Like, I don't know why. Like, something about certain video games having like very kick-ass ending themes with pianos and many other instruments that they end up playing alongside of it. It just fits so well. Because Chrono Trigger also does that for me as well with the ending and the final ending song that you get to hear. And I'm just like, man, I hate games that over. I want to play again.
that was me
again!
At the end of standard Persona 5. I was just like, damn.
Ooh.
I love these characters. The game's actually.
Oh, okay, you know what? That's another one. Persona 4 and Persona 5's ending. God.
I say I prefer the original 5 or the new one.
I have not finished Royal, so
I know, but I'm not gonna say it. It's just I'm just trying to think.
And also for me, since you're playing it, obviously the Sunshine moments in this game, it catches my heart.
You like speech.
Black Peach.
She likes
Yeah, I like Peach. I like Peach.
Like the
I like Peach.
full of the fishy oil.
Oh, you know what's another one?
Omega-3.
You know what's another one for me? It's actually like going to the storybook stuff in Galaxy 1.
Yeah, that was nice.
I mean, this is obviously Rosalina fan 69 coming out of me, but God, I love that. That was such great storytelling.
Why
Like,
does it have to be
fuck.
Rosalina 69? What? Why can't it just be normal Rosalina? Why is gotta? Why
Let's get it.
It's no, you can't. She's Galaxy, boy.
It's the funny number, Nick.
No, you can't Galaxy a Galaxy. That's not how it works.
Like
And I noticed when I said you can't Galaxy a Galaxy, I meant you can't Galaxy. Whatever. The point is, you can't do anything. She has nothing.
It's just a funny.
No funny.
The most wholesome moment for me was seeing Aqua finally escape the realm of darkness.
Oh yeah, that fuck. Just actually like Aqua coming back in period. That was. Can I talk about this particular scene from 3?
Sure, go nuts.
When the 358 Days crew came back together, and like both the fight and then the post battle scene when them just coming back together. Holy fuck! I cried like a baby because, God,
I was editing the Kingdom Hearts video for Tristan, and I saw that scene. I'm like, oh my god, Roxy!
Oh my god, Goofy!
It's actually interesting because those two.
Oh my god, another one.
Yeah, no, I keep telling you, they keep popping up. Those two moments that happen in Kingdom Hearts 3 reminds me as to why I like the Chrono Cross ending. Okay, so there's a character in Chrono Trigger that ends up obviously getting trapped for like.
Is it Red Goku?
No, it's not Red Goku. It's actually another character.
Okay.
With purple, it's purple hair Goku. Too. But no, the character essentially gets trapped for like no. The character gets trapped for like a good like 2 years in terms of the release. I think it's 2 years. I'm not entirely sure how long it took for Chrono Cross to come out. But when she's trapped, you're like unable to save her. Everyone else gets their happy ending and everything, but she's the only one that you're kind of wondering if she's fine. It didn't take until the DS version to give you that extra dungeon that shows you what happened to her. And in Chrono Cross, the whole entire premise of the ending is to save her. And the music that plays in the final portion is a very good musical piece because it's not only the player saving the character that they wanted to save from the first game, but it's also the heroes get to finally see her be saved because they were unable to save her previously in the first game. And I love that because that's something that Square is really good for, and is actually encapsulating moments that ends up getting built upon, and then once you're able to save said character, it's a really nice moment. That's why, you know, I feel the same way when you got the Aqua moment and the 358, because you knew what their struggles were. You knew what they were dealing with, and the fact that you got to save them from that struggle is just, you know, it's just an amazing thing that I'm glad. I love when video games do that, except don't do it when you end up killing off the character because it kind of ends up defeating the purpose. Just saying.
And also, just to also clarify too, I also felt the same with the Birth by Sleep crew, but 358, because 358 was, believe it or not, the first Kingdom Hearts game I actually had the chance of playing.
Same here. That's the first game I played.
But it was also like the game I already knew about because I already seen playthroughs of 1 and 2 before that. But God, my boy Roxas, my girl Gion.
What?
What are you talking about, Nick? Are you what? Yeah. What you on about, Nick? What are you on about? I don't know. I'm kind of.
Just go and get the Korok seeds, Nick. Jesus Christ.
What? I'm trying.
Get in your box, Nick.
I'm looking for the chapter. Jesus.
Get in your box, Nick.
Chapter 6. No, wait. Okay, maybe. Yes.
I got all the seeds.
So, I went to like, you know what? Let me just search video editor, see where that pops up. I'm on like the second page right now, and I see YouTube and TikTok editor. I'm like, oh my god, why is this a thing?
Did you apply?
No, I'm not. What even like hurts the most? It's an internship too. It's not paid.
Oh, what?
That's wait. So you're getting interned by randos on the internet, and they're not gonna even pay you. It's like, what the hell's the point?
It's a company.
Oh, that was...
like I don't want to say like the name of the company or anything.
That's fine.
But they're doing YouTube and TikTok videos, so they're looking for an intern to do it.
But you're not getting paid for it, though.
Most likely not, because interns usually don't get paid.
That's a yikes for me, Chief.
Yeah.
Yep.
God damn it, Miyamoto.
Yeah,
right.
My headphones fell off my head. I can't hear anything anymore.
Oh, no,
your ears, not your head. God, Sabrina.
No, it literally fell off my head.
Oh,
like, it was
now you can hear us. Damn. All right. Well,
I put it back on.
Well, its purpose is completely wasted now because you can hear us.
Wow.
Oh, that's a good question. What's the most satisfying moment for you in gaming?
Satisfying.
What felt satisfying?
When I beat it.
Oh. I mean, to be fair, the most satisfying moment was in Case 3 with the super bosses and the final super boss, because holy shit, those can go lick my nuts. Well, actually, no.
Yeah.
I should restate that. It was satisfying to beat the Birth by Sleep super boss. Even if the design was bullshit.
Bullshit, and almost crashing your PSP worthy.
Whoa, I didn't know it did that. All I know is that it made me Chung-Li my PSP at some point.
Well, so like, because like how intense fucking the wandering figure,
mysterious figure,
young Xehanort essentially. I remember there was like reports of people were like, yeah, dude, this boss, it'll chug your PSP to nothing. And I watched it, I'm like, holy shit, it did.
I never had that. I just had an annoyance of him just kicking my ass, but I never.
Well, that was part of that too.
I mean,
he beats your ass hard. He beats your ass so hard, he beats up the hardware.
You know what? Knowing that the fact that how that battle went, I wouldn't even be surprised.
That's immersion. That's immersion right there.
Yeah, just fuck. But no,
and just to remind everyone, that is the Xehanort that does the time bullshit.
Boss was so badly developed, but whatever. But no, next, guys, say your pieces.
I'm thinking.
I can tell you my very first one as a kid.
Go nuts.
Sonic 2. I was so satisfied that I managed to beat that with how it's all set up that you got no rings. And you have to be patient with the final robot, and there's only a small sliver of a chance that you can hit him, otherwise you're dead. And it was really gratifying and satisfying as a kid, just being like, I did it. And then you get a little cute little a series of panels of Tails being like, oh shit, is my friend dead? I'm gonna go on my plane and try to find out. And then he picks you up, and it's like, oh man, thank you.
Yeah,
you're right.
And then you get all the emeralds, and then you don't get that, and it's like, well, alright.
Yeah, he goes there and it's like, oh, already Tails, I can do it myself. Jesus Christ.
That's why I kind of prefer the ending without the emeralds, to be honest.
Yeah, the bad ending is more like satisfying.
It's like, man, that's kind of messed up. You know, Tails just tries to help you out, and Sonic's like, nope. He's like, okay.
Nope.
I can go yellow. I am Goku.
I think Sabrina's next.
Skip me, I'm still thinking.
Alright, Trevor.
Okay, Trevor.
It's actually related to Sonic. It was finally getting the Chaos Emeralds in Sonic Heroes.
Oh, cool.
Because, like, we all know how janky OG Heroes is. I only say it because of the 3DS version of Generations that had the same one. My god, that thing is so janky. But it was so satisfying when I finally got all the Chaos Emeralds. I could finally... This was already, like... I was in high school when I did... when I got them, that's why. And that was, like, around the time... And, like, I got Heroes around the time it came out or rented a lot. I never could have got the secret ending or, you know, final story. And it was so satisfying. Like, yes, I can finally play this really cool section that I always wanted. I have seen in the strategy guide I had, but never, you know, in chance to play it.
What version of the game were you playing as a kid?
Xbox.
Uh-huh.
It's funny too because I was playing the PlayStation 2 version. I didn't know.
I am so sorry.
Well, no, okay, that's something that I was gonna say. Like, I didn't get any problems with the game when I played it. It was more so just hard for me because I actually did suck at video games. It's like
true.
Sonic games, but I didn't get whatever graphical issues or whatever issues people were talking about with the game. I just played it because it's just normal to me. It's like, oh, it's a
yeah, you didn't know any better, so you were just like, this is the one that's accessible to you. You're just playing it for what it is.
Yeah, and
that's me when I got around to playing Final Fantasy VI for the PlayStation 1, which it gets said that like it's not the preferable way to play the game, but it's all I had at the time, and I was able to enjoy it. So.
Yeah, it just sucks that I wish Final Fantasy V can be a bit better because I personally don't like the Steam version of 5. I was so excited for 5 to come out, and I was like, oh man, I don't like the sprites. I mean, the enemy sprites are fine, but the character models look kind of ugly.
Oh man, don't you love mobile ports?
I know it's I wish it was just I know it is the advanced version, but it's not my advanced version. And I don't feel like trying to go after the advanced version either, because I know that's going to be expensive as fuck. Maybe at TMG I could probably end up finding it. That would be a game for me to search for.
Cool.
Whenever we meet up again for TMG.
Well, I mean, I also realize I also have to hunt for a Game Boy Advance as well. Fuck.
Well, that can also probably be found in the same place.
You were
at the 2 Mini Games Expo at the Greater Philadelphia place. I forget what it's called already.
Greater Philadelphia Expo Center.
That what Sabrina said. Yes, Nick. How'd you know I'm stupid?
Don't worry, Trevor. I'm also stupid. High five.
Hell yeah.
Okay, well.
They prove it by hitting each other in the face. It's like, there you are. That's why they're stupid.
Sheena's next.
I got several. I think the one that I can really remember is actually getting everything in Super Smash Bros. Brawl, including the trophy stands of each boss and the stickers. That's a lot of hard work, especially getting the subspace bosses and enemies like trophy drops. And those trophy drops is very random. You have to have utilize a character to get more to spawn more trophy drops. So that was fun. But I managed to actually 100% the entirety of the game. So that took years.
Nice.
I just had another one. Shoot. Oh, Mario Strikers Charge. I'm getting everything in that game again. Especially
I thought you were gonna mention the moment Waluigi dances and does the nut chop. That was so wholesome for me, man.
No.
Okay.
I know what you're talking about. No, the very last cup, whatever. It's fighting against Petey Piranha. He was the last character I needed.
Right.
I hate fighting him or competing against him because his AI and his team is just ridiculously hard.
Yeah, they're all plants.
No, they're not actually.
Oh, that's boring.
The side characters are not. But yeah, that was sorry. That was hard.
Sorry. I don't know what to say. I thought they were plants. I thought they were all gonna be piranha plants.
There's a few in Hollow Knight, but I'm not gonna say since Trevor's still playing it. So yeah, that was very satisfying to finally do. But yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was satisfying when Hornet died. Yeah, that was cool.
Oh god.
Well,
wait, what's Silk's on about?
I cried.
Prequel, gotcha.
The afterlife.
What do you think Hornet means?
The bug?
No, it's Silk Song. Yeah.
Next question.
Yeah, next question. Come on, guys, keep it up. Oh, did you get? Oh yeah, what's your answer?
So I think I would have to say this is fairly recent. So I played the Pathless recently, and it was like I got really hooked into that game to the point where I'm like, you know what, I'm going to 100% it, and I actually 100% of the game. I cleared the entire map. I was almost done with all the trophies as well, but there was some things where like I had to like run with like some deer, like and I'm like I'll do that later. but like I got to 100% it, and I also got the secret ending as well, which was really satisfying to get, like especially on like my first try as well.
Nice.
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 Lyra has a question. He's like, what games have you guys played that everyone loves, but you couldn't? And I mean everyone, award-winning and great scores and whatnot.
Wait,
hold on. Wait, hold on.
He messed up.
Wait, he messed up.
Okay, because I was a bit confused with the wording of that.
It's like games that everyone loves, but you couldn't get into it.
That's what I'm getting.
That's all I'm guessing.
Yeah, that's what Cyber's saying. What games everyone loves, but you just couldn't get into?
That's a toughie.
The Sonic count?
I
guess the genre overall, yeah.
That does count.
Actually, no, I have a
serious.
better one because I know Sonic's an iffy one because I see people like it, but then I also see people hate it, so I'm like, I don't know if Sonic counts anymore. But Metroid.
That's fair.
Okay.
That's fair.
Two of John's loves I can't get into.
Sabrina, gotta know that or fuck. It's all
Sabrina, you're being replaced.
You know what?
Sabrina, you're no longer legally my sister-in-law, believe it or not.
Holy shit.
I called in a couple favors from everywhere, and you're no longer that.
Oh fuck, man. That's
I don't like this question.
yeah, I don't like this.
There's some concerning repercussions.
I mean, like, this question I feel is gonna upset any of us, no matter what.
I mean, no, it's not because we're mature and we're not.
Well, yeah.
No, I hate it!
Yourself! I already don't like you.
Oh, okay.
No, I actually do have one that might upset somebody right here, right now in this call. Just saying.
Just say Sheena Bionicles.
Why do I feel like
Yeah.
I'm already angry?
I'm curious now.
Now that you said it.
Yeah, now I'm curious. What is it? 'Cause even I don't
Okay.
know.
Preferably my upset Nick and Sabrina.
Oh no.
Is it Xenoblade?
Wait,
because I don't
Xenoblade?
blame you.
I mean, I don't blame you. It's a very.
Honestly, yes, it's Xenoblade. I can't get into it really. It's mainly
fine.
because of the battle mechanic, and I guess I don't really care about the characters too much. Sorry.
Okay, now.
The second part hurt me more.
Now I'm hurt.
No, I'm gonna be real. That hurt me too a bit. Not gonna lie.
I love how. Okay, I love how the conversation.
I'm just laughing because I didn't get hurt. I'm like,
I just love that. I just love that
Sonic
because
sucks, Spider.
because no. Okay, I love how that conversation went from oh man, I can't get into the game, but man, I don't care about the characters. Okay, now that one hurt me.
Yeah.
You were fine with it.
And I
if you
took
can't
that
get into the
personally.
game, fine. I don't care. When you say like I can't get into the characters, I'm like, oh man.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's the big loss there.
Okay, I'll be more specific. I actually kind of like. This may sound biased, but I kind of prefer the one cast over the two cast.
Oh, that's fine.
Okay.
That's fine.
I prefer the
I
one
mean, if you
cast.
just said overall, then I would have been super sad.
Okay.
Because one of my close friends, he feels the same way. Like he loves Xenoblade's 2 cast over 1s, and I'm like, that's fine.
Yeah, there are a few people who ends up preferring 2 over 1 and 1 over 2 characters.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's fine.
As long as your
I
argument
mean,
was
like,
they're too anime, then
Like I can't I can half say that because I'm still watching through Chugga's LP. I kind of already kind of know what may happen. I heard snippets here and there, but I'm not gonna say it. But I just kind of prefer the one cast over 2. Just how I'm
That's
I'm
fair.
watching the two playthroughs so far. I'm like, nah, I still like one cast.
All right, cool.
That's fine.
Now that
But
Sheena
mainly
has
it's just the
all-
gameplay. I cannot understand the gameplay at all. Like it confuses me. And this is just me, but like I'm watching Chugga's playthrough of Xenoblade Chronicles 2, and I skim through most of the info they talked about. I just go straight into the story cutscenes.
Oh man, there must have been times where you just haven't had like content from Chugga for like a week. Like I love Chugga Conroy, and I love his like I'm watching like all the episodes, but like I know there's times where it's like, man, like all this side content. And it's justifiable. Like I understand why he's doing it, and like it's like Jesus Christ.
It is an entire full playthrough of the game. So.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm like, I just want to know the story and also see the core crystal stuff that he unlocks and see what he gets. Like I like seeing that and see his reaction to what blade he gets.
All right, so now that we got that out of the way, Spider, you're next.
Yeah, I'm struggling.
Oh.
Of a game that I played where I'm like everyone else plays what I do.
Want me to come back to you?
Yeah.
All right, Trevor.
Remember to come back
you
to
know-
him.
Yeah, I will.
Yeah.
We have to get angry about him.
Don't worry.
because of
Don't
what
worry.
happened
I will gladly remind you. I'll make sure.
No, because what happened last time, like, you guys were about to skip over
I skipped Sabrina by mistake. That's my fault.
Yeah.
But,
by pure technicality, it was going to be Final Fantasy VII, actually. Because I used to think before, like, the whole concept of 7 was very, overrated, but after, like, learning about the game itself, like, it's only pure because I just kept hearing about it so much growing up. That's kind of the reason why I always thought, I felt like Final Fantasy VII was very overrated. So, like, I didn't bother playing the game or anything like that. But the one thing, and I kind of mentioned this before when 7 Remake was kind of being, announced and all that, and specifically one's character, Tifa. Tifa was the only reason why I actually kept an inkling of, reason to like 7. She was like the only reason I kept any interest in 7 whatsoever.
I have a question.
what's
Yes.
the question?
Was it Tifa or her assets?
Yes. It was assets first, and then Tifa herself. Because I'm like, because later in life I grew up to be like, more than boobs, this woman can punch? Hell yeah!
This woman can
This is why I asked.
Hell yeah!
It's like, so it starts with P. It's like, personality. No, she can punch. I'm like,
She can punch.
I see.
Okay.
Punch and personality, like. But yeah, that's kind of that's the only one that I can really kind of think of. But yeah, Rob, you got one?
Well,
Oh,
because
so Joey's here, by the way.
yeah.
Hi, Joey.
Hello.
Hey, it's right. I've got one in mind, but that's
Wait, no.
it's, difficult. Because
I know
it's
what-
like the
I
ones
was
that I
gonna
haven't got interest in, I just don't play them.
True.
Yeah, that's
in
fair.
that respect. I mean, the closest I can kind of say is that I don't get. I mean, I've played a handful of the game, but to generalize it, I'm fine not playing Sonic 3D games. Just like, but that's
3D
not. But
the
that's not
3D
like a
Sonic games?
hate towards it or anything like that. And it's not. And it's certainly not to feel like as if like, oh well, the reviews and it's always all seems to be more conflicting rather than when you play the classic game and all that. No, at
Also,
all.
can
It's-
I
just
interrupt real quick? And then just to
Go for it.
clarify, it's not like hate, like this topic. We're not talking about like hating on this. It's just something that we can't get into. That's all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyways, continue on.
Honestly, Spider, I thought you would say like Final Fantasy 14 or Monster Hunter.
Yeah, that's what I
but-
thought
but-
you were gonna pick.
Do you know what? Both of them would go in the same category, but that is, I never thought that there would be a good answer because. But no, but then I suppose that kind of is because then the answer is is like watching that like you just can't get into the game again. Like I have a very, like my reasoning with like Monster Hunter and Final Fantasy 14 at this position is just that I know that's a game that really, in my eyes, and probably is the case, that it asks a lot of time from you and you have to commit. So I just and that it does excel in like a group playing an environment. And not that I'm saying I hate people, but it's just that.
I not say I hate people, but I do.
But yeah, likely. I'm just here by contract. But no, it's just it's like yeah. But no, it's just it's the same way of looking at it. That I just don't see myself playing those games. Although maybe if it was 10 years ago, I might be more open to try it more. But I don't know. But I'm not going to say I hate them or I don't agree with them when I haven't actually experienced it. It can be something that I probably would enjoy. I just know I'm not going to. It's like a bigger scale of like time management. I don't want to put too much time into one solid game like
that's
that.
Very fair. That's actually very honestly fair because it is one of those games you do have to end up sinking time into. That I find.
Yeah, and I suppose with Final Fantasy 14, I feel like I have to certainly justify that because I'm paying monthly to play the game.
Yeah.
That's a very
for the service.
Yeah. Like there are a few people that will end up agreeing with you on that too, because like if you're doing real life stuff and everything else, you also have to remember that you're paying for this. You have to get your mileage out of it, and also the money is kind of tying you down to play it and everything. Which it's a very understandable. That's why whenever people say they can't get into it, I can understand. Like Fashina, she basically mentions that it's the UI, which I can wholeheartedly understand. Like there is indeed a lot of stuff going on in the game that you wouldn't.
That's like the same thing with the game that no one talks about, Ninjala. Like I immediately dropped that because the menuing is ridiculous. I'm like, oh god, this is too much for me. And not only that, it's also kind of like a battle royale game in a way. I'm like, I'm not really into those too much. But mostly any game that has like me having difficulty navigating menus and all that, or setting up commands or whatever, MMOs, like I can't. Like I get really intimidated by it.
That's fair.
It's funny actually, speaking about this, because I feel like, although of course it certainly isn't an MMO, that's the UI, just the display and presentation of when you're playing, for me, I would say, Xenoblade 2. It feels like there's a lot going on before I'm learning what it's all about, and even so, it's quite like you have to be really engaged and know.
Yeah, that was with me.
Like,
yeah, that's with me with like Xenoblade, only because I feel like it looks confusing to me to understand.
Sure.
Like to like go over like my thing with Sonic and Metroid and stuff. Like I can see why people like it. Like it's like I don't have a hate for any of like the series that I said earlier with like Sonic or Metroid or Castlevania. Like it's just those type of games like I just can't really get into because like it should like just like the gameplay of it is just not my style of gameplay. Like I'm not like I like to play platformers. I like to play Mario, but like Sonic's too fast for me.
Yeah, I
Sure.
And then like Metroidvanias is just like I can't really do those because like it's just so whole maze from what I've seen and what I've played from like I think I played a Metroid Fusion. It was okay, but like I just it just felt like I was trying to just play it just so I can play it.
So you didn't get the most enjoyment because you felt like you were somewhat committed to it just to try it out.
Yeah, and so like unlike like I don't know if I should even try a Castlevania game because if Metroid and Castlevania are practically like the same type of games, like
Well, that depends on
Kinda
what Castlevania game that's why too, because you got the Metroidvanias, which is like Symphony of Night and whatnot, Order of Ecclesia and all that, and then you got the regular platformers like 1 through 4, Super 4 and all that, and Bloodlines. Yeah, they're kind of both. I understand where you're coming from though, because like one of them is stupidly hard platformer from the 90s, and then you got really expansive like open world-ish Metroid style games with Castlevania.
Which up until the DS point, the DS is pretty difficult because the bosses can be a pain in the ass. Symphony of the Night is a little bit hard, but you can be able to break that game very easily. But Dawn of Sorrow,
very easily,
Order of Ecclesia, and Portrait of Ruins, those games kick your ass.
You know what? I kind of remembered another one. That came to my head, and this is one I don't say I don't hate, but and I'm gonna sadden Ross a bit if he's ever listening to this, but Binding of Isaac. I don't like the idea of roguelikes, that's why, to a degree. That's the major thing that Binding of Isaac kind of threw me off about. But then I'm liking like what I played of Hades, which is kind of like anti-roguelike, but it's also roguelike. And technically Persona 4 to a degree, because that had roguelike elements like the ever-changing dungeon layout and all that. But yeah, that's another one for me.
Like, I heard Hades was really good and all that, and I heard the voice acting's really good, but the only thing that's kind of, preventing me from playing it is the roguelike gameplay. I'm like, man, it's a shame because I probably would enjoy it, but it's just the roguelike gameplay I probably would not understand at all.
Well, if I could just kind of add to that real quick, the thing I like about Hades definitely is because it is a roguelike, but because obviously the layout changes constantly. That's like the whole thing about roguelike games. But the thing about Hades is that it's because you learn more about the game, and it gives you so many options to how you want to play it too. Because like if you die, you just start at the beginning again, and then there are certain things that help you out, like you can just skip some of these areas or this area. Especially because I got decently far. I think I got as far as, from when I played of Hades, up to Elysium, which is which is closer to the ending-ish. But I didn't beat the game obviously in one sitting. Obviously, God no. But I was pretty far for someone who does not like roguelikes. So if I could just offer that from someone who was so disheartened when I heard Hades was a roguelike, and then finally I will admit this, when I saw a VTuber play it, I was like, oh, I can get down with this then.
Bunch of VTubers? You don't shame here.
Who hasn't gone yet, Nick?
I think I haven't gone. It is one of those... I don't know, because usually the games that... That question is both hard for me to answer on so many levels, because there's I don't know what answer to really give for that. Because some games I tend to just avoid in general, and I tend to just forget about them, so it's a bit hard for me to be able to figure out what game. I'll probably end up figuring it out by the end of the stream, but for right now, I can't figure anything out right now. I'm sorry, that is not the answer you guys wanted.
Boo, Nick! I'm unsubscribing! Boo this man! Boo!
Okay.
Oh, hello.
Joseph.
Joey.
I'm unsubscribing.
Okay.
Beautiful. Mwah.
Ow! Oh my God! Ow! Whoa! God, you guys are shooting at not Yuffie a lot.
Thank you, Joey.
Yeah.
Well, unsubscribing, Jesus.
Yeah, that'll show him.
I almost died.
Also, to add on to that,
no,
I forgot.
Stop. Okay, no, you have to die. You are actually annoying me.
Oh, jeez, Nick, she is just talking.
I'm sorry.
Geez.
I almost died here. And continue.
She has to die too?
Yeah, God, Nick.
This guard is kicking my ass, boys. Anyway, let's continue, Sheena.
Also to add on, I'm pretty sure most people know this, but I cannot get into Pokemon anymore. Like I used to be, you know, into it like until the 3rd gen, and then I stopped. But because for me, it just kept getting repetitive, and the anime didn't help either. Not that like.
What was it that the anime added to it that made you
Ash.
not like it as much? Oh, okay.
Just Ash. Just Ash. I do not like the character Ash.
You didn't like that he's not growing up and he's still 10 years old after like 20 years.
I mean, kinda yes, and some decisions that
So you don't like Simpsons, gotcha.
Sure, yes.
I want reality in my video game.
Repetitiveness. There you
Where's
go.
Where's the birthday episode?
But it's also
Okay.
because, in the games, I don't like how there are certain Pokemon that are only limited to certain versions. I hate limitations, so that drove me off immediately. I'm like, okay, if I want, you know, the slogan is "Gotta catch them all." Gotta catch them all, but you also gotta get all the other.
Gotta buy them all as well.
Yeah, you gotta buy them all too.
Or have more.
Good marketing. Good marketing.
Or-
Good marketing.
Or back in the game, link cables if you want to link evolutions, haha, or trades.
Those are fun.
So that,
Yeah,
so
they were kind of fun.
I could never, like, I always caught a Ghastly and evolved into Haunter. I can never get myself a Gengar because it's a trade evolution.
Well,
I mean, to be fair,
it's just against Pokemon.
To be fair, that's Game Freak's issue when it comes to like the whole trading thing. Hell, what's even worse about that is that if you have a dickheaded friend, you can trade the Pokemon evolve, they can just run away with your damn game. I mean, your Pokemon, not your game. And then you'll never give it back, and it's like, god damn it, now I'm never gonna get that Gengar.
Then you just cancel your friend at the end.
Cancel.
Blast them online, full blast.
This is before
like
the
literally.
If you blast them online, you probably will get. If you do blast them online, you'll probably get someone to be like, "Hey, I'll give you this Pokemon. Don't worry."
Yeah, it
Flip
just sucks. But at that point, internet wasn't a thing.
Philip's like, friends that would trade? What are those?
Joey, why are you messaging me
Sheena.
about Pokemon? It was Sheena that was talking about Pokemon. I didn't say anything.
Yeah, Joey, blame it on Sabrina. How dare you not give her that Gengar?
Not only that, like, it's one of those series that I kind of hear constantly. It's one of those, if you hear it too many times, you kind of get annoyed with it, sort of deal.
Mm-hmm.
So Sword and Shield in a nutshell, gotcha.
Wait, we hear about Sword and Shield a lot?
People talk about Sword and Shield a lot. Where did this happen?
Yeah, when did this happen?
Oh, no.
Usually people complain about
When
it a
Sword
lot.
and Shield was fucking announced, and then they were like, "Oh, we're not gonna add that many Pokemon to the game," and people were like, "Boo this game! Boo!" And then it turns out to be one of the better Pokemon games in the franchise, even though it does have a lot of problems in of itself.
Yeah, I mean, hey,
Okay,
it's a step in the right direction for Pokemon, to be honest. I'm gonna be honest with you, because if they keep up with that and don't end up doing their Game Freak tradition where they kind of get rid of it and then end up having a half-assed version of it, then it'll be fine.
Well, here, Nick, see, that's fine, because that is valid criticism. I'm just talking about the louder assholes who are not like you, who just,
I'm sorry.
just rip on it.
I don't.
Yes, Sheena.
I don't.
Wait, what?
I don't mean to be. I don't
Wow.
mean to be
I'm joking.
mature in these conversations. I'm like 12. Hi.
Hi,
But no.
12, I'm dad.
Okay, nice to meet you. But no. I guess. I mean, this is kind of like a weird one because at one point I do want to get into it at some point, but then I probably don't want to because I'm not really a huge fan of it. Probably Devil May Cry. Like, I like the music and the combat itself, even though I know the camera has fixed itself and everything, but I prefer Bayonetta because, the camera is not too close to me like it is in Devil May Cry. And I played a bit of 5 and it does end up having that camera issue for me still. It's one of the series I really just cannot get into.
That's I would say that's definitely unfortunate because God, I love DMC5. I almost swore off Devil May Cry for a hot second though because of 3, and its wonderful translation of, hey, okay, let me break it down for y'all. So apparently in Devil May Cry 3, when we got it, localized, our easy mode is Japan's hard mode, or normal mode is Japan's hard mode. Guess who started playing on normal mode the moment I actually started to play Devil May Cry 3?
Joey.
Oh.
Right.
I mean,
No. Oh,
But-
okay.
so
after
I was like
Trevor.
doing like the first couple chapters, and I was like, ugh. And then I was like, okay, I'm switching to the easy mode, and they were telling me, oh, Trevor, yeah, sorry, yeah, easy mode is the Japanese norm. I'm like, are you fucking serious? So yeah, and then I played 4 and 5, and I'm like, okay, this is a cool series. Also, I get to hear Johnny Youngbosh more. Hell yeah.
Oh yeah, Johnny Youngbosh, she's so cool. Another.
Did you just say she?
No, I said he. If I said she, then sure, why not? He plays the girls' characters too if he wants to, right? I think. I don't know. Another series that's unfortunate for me is Dragon Quest. Like I like the characters, but the game, the RPG elements is just, it's too simple for me. That's just.
You need to explain that to me, though. I don't know why I'm going like that as after attack. It's very bad that you have that feeling. But what does that mean? Because it's like Final Fantasy Classic.
No. Well, I mean, hell, I don't really like the Final Fantasy Classic turn thing either. But I don't know. I don't know.
I've just found out friendship just ended. Okay.
Oh, okay. But no, it's just that I don't know. Like, because with me, the one I unfortunately started with was 1 and 2, so that was kind of a very unfortunate way to start with. And that was on the,
understandable.
And that was on the Game Boy Color. So I know that 3 is usually the ones that people start out with the most.
God damn it, Joey's poggering the chat.
Of course he is. But I will end up admitting it is a game that it is a series that I do want to start with fresh before just jumping into 11 like I did with Persona, because Persona had the same feel where I wasn't really interested in it either until I played 5. But I also feel that I want to play Dragon Quest 3 first and then end up making my way all the way to 11, even though I know 11 has a much better stuff going for it. But I just want to go ahead and like play the game that everyone end up starting with. It's similar to like Final Fantasy in a sense, where most people will start out with 4 or 6 or 7. Yeah. It's just
So you haven't finished Dragon Quest 11?
No, I have not finished it.
And what was your reason?
Another game came out. That's
okay.
Ross won't stop talking about it.
So it wasn't anything in that particular game that was putting you off there.
No, it wasn't. It was just I just got distracted. That's kind of the reason as to why I was streaming it, and now if I die here, I'm going to cry.
I thought you were being like, oh no, I was streaming it. I didn't finish it. Everyone's waiting for the next part.
Actually, no. I was streaming it, and I did end up basically stopping. He almost shot me. Yo, he shoot. I did it.
Also, Cyber, no, we're fine. We're fine. If you ask that question, we're totally.
No, we're fine. Like the thing is that those guys are popping out of existence. Okay, cool. Anyways, we end up respecting all of our opinions whenever we end up talking about this stuff. We don't end up like hating on each other for it. It's just, obviously these are because these are the conversations that I always like, because we all have different opinions on stuff. Sometimes some like I shouldn't say sometimes. Every single one of the responses that we give is justifiable. We can also disagree and also agree as well. So.
Yeah.
My one was like partially joke and partially more. My better response to how Nick started talking about Dragon Quest was more, I'm not sure what you're trying to explain, because when I think of Dragon Quest, from what I played of 11 and finished of 11, it feels very in the same traditional vein as like a Final Fantasy 7, 9, 6. from what I played. So that's
Mhm.
where I was. In my head, it translates as, is it the names that you're struggling to get used to their way of saying a fire move, like an ice move, and it's like, that's
I'm
why
fine
it
with
was
that.
more of my reaction.
I'm fine with that. I find it funny.
Also, this
Yeah.
is ridiculous. They're
Yeah.
getting a bunch of blood moves all in one.
I mean, at this point, the game is gonna give me every single chapter. We're gonna
I know,
get
but
every
I never seen this happen. Like you get nothing but blood moves. One mission after the other.
I'm
That's
surprised.
interesting.
I'm
you
surprised
sure?
you're not doing
Wait,
side missions right now.
because we've been getting. Well, I'm also getting all the Koroks as well. That's why. But the blood. It also, ever since the Blood Moon showed up, every single mission, every single time I finish a Blood Moon, another one shows up, and then another one, and then another one, and then another one. And I'm assuming that it's never gonna show up until I quit and go do something else. But this Blood Moon is gonna infinitely spawn, so I'm just taking advantage of that and leveling up my characters because I don't like some of the few missions that we got dealing with because I get my ass kicked. Anywho, that's enough of my
Fair
TED
enough.
talk for Rich. But no, like I said, I will end up giving 3. I'll mostly be playing like 3 first before I end up playing the others. Even though they're kind of tough to end up finding, but hey, that's what email is for. Yeah.
I thought you were gonna say, oh, I'm gonna give it 3 stars out of 5.
No. Like that's the same for cause I guess I should also mention when I grew up I never played like the traditional turn-based type RPG. I usually played the one that had the ATB system in it. I never played like Final Fantasy 1 or Final Fantasy 2. I did play 3, and hell, the DS version of 3 was just difficult for me as well because I didn't understand like how some things worked in that game. So I feel that was more so of me growing up with playing more so the ATB system and not so much of the turn-based system.
But what about 7?
7 has the ATB system, so that's why I was able to get into that.
So
one.
explain that to me, because then I'm losing.
The
translation of definition.
Okay, so the difference between like the turn-based and the ATB, the little bar that grows to end up making your character be able to do their commands and everything.
Do that limit?
No.
Right?
The little weight bar, like the weight gauge.
Oh yes.
Yeah, that. Like for the old Final Fantasy, they don't have that. They take turns. Like they have. It's similar to Final Fantasy X because Final Fantasy X does that where they don't have the bar. They just take turns. Those are the kind of RPGs I never grew up with. So those for me it's a little bit tougher because I usually am like I don't know what to really do. Sometimes I'm getting my ass kicked. Hell, sometimes the bosses are just strong enough to just kick my ass in general. I'm like, damn. But that, like I said, I never grew up with those type of RPGs because, as I stated before, the first RPG I played was Chrono Trigger because that had the gauge where the characters were able to do their stuff when the bar was filled. So yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, that's the they call it like the ATB, active time.
Active time battle.
Yeah. Because the enemies can still move even if you're ready, but if it's the turn-based, they have to wait their damn turn and stop being a little bit jumpy frogs because we can't have that.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
But yeah,
That's what Joey said. You should try the Steam version of Chrono Trigger. And I know that's a joke too.
I know that's a joke. I mean, they fixed it,
bad
but it's still meh.
Nick, so like I find that like really interesting because I actually do like that type of RPG where like I like the turn-based and like wait my turn type of thing because I don't know what about it that I just enjoy, but like there seems to be some type of like underlying like okay, like if I do this they'll go down to this HP, or like I have to remember that he has this. And like there's like some sort of like mental like mental strategy going on with at least with me, where like when I play games like Paper Mario or even like Dragon Quest 11, like there's always that like okay, like they could do this to me. I have to make sure that I can somehow prevent it from killing me, or like do this and that So that's why I like to play those games, because it makes my mind a little stimulated and stuff.
Yeah,
using the big words.
I know. I agree, Sabrina.
It sucks.
I like with that.
It sucks too, because that's also me contradicting myself as well, because I noticed that I end up playing Persona 5, and Persona 5 has that same exact battle system as well, where you take turns. So, as I stated before, I obviously don't hate, and I will end up probably changing my tone once I end up playing the games from the ground up. And because I do end up appreciating turn-based, because I have played a few games with that system, and I can understand why some people prefer turn-based and also prefer active battles, and then there are some people that prefer just action RPGs instead. Like, I'm glad that traditional JRPGs are coming back, and they're not just waiting and just strictly making them action RPGs instead. So, you know, maybe because I will end up doing them on the stream. Because because Earthbound is turn-based as well. They also take turns. So that's gonna be something interesting for when I end up playing it. So, like I said, it's a little bit of a building bridge of me growing into the turn-based formula. Because I've only played a total. Oh wait, I also realized I'm contradicting myself again, because Chrono Cross is turn-based too. Oh, Jesus Christ.
Wow, Nick! What kind of gamer are you?
I just stated before that my first Dragon Quest was on the Game Boy. But no, like I said.
And you play Paper Mario as well.
I know that! Anyways, I'm going to... whatever. But you know what I mean. But no, I'll basically probably end up changing my tone after a while. That usually ends up happening with me anyways when I end up playing the games from first all the way to the end. I still need to beat 11, so you know.
Kind of same with me with Final Fantasy, like what happens with Final Fantasy 7. It's like once I actually started understanding why people love this game, like knowing the story, knowing the lore and all that, I'm like, yeah, okay, I see why this thing was so fucking popular, and I'm in this too. I'm in this more for Tifa, but yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, like I'm currently playing through 7, the original, for my first time, and not gonna lie, going through the ATB stuff, it is a bit stressful for me, because I'm always freaking out, like, what should I be doing? Like, I gotta do quick thinking. I'm like, I'm not used to this at all. I'm used to turn based, so
yeah.
It's a little bit rough for me.
That's fair.
Yeah, and I can understand the preference.
But I do want to go through 7s. So yeah. I mean, it's kind of rough for going semi-blind on it. Like, I know the story, but I don't know like the deeper contents of it, like aside from the story. But it's a trip.
It's fun.
Like, yeah.
Next questions. I like these questions.
I did see a question that Cyber put up way earlier. It's like, what is your guilty pleasure game?
Okay,
you know
Sheena,
what?
you don't need to answer that question. We know. So you just have a good, nice little break over there.
Undertale is not a guilty pleasure. I enjoy that game.
It's an obsession.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not a guilty
we
pleasure.
need to get your rehab.
That's not a guilty pleasure. Pleasure.
A guilty
Don't
pleasure.
change the subject. We need to get rehab. This is the intervention, Sheena.
And no, Guilty Gear does not count.
What? But no.
A guilty pleasure would be like, oh, like, I know like this game is not that good, but I still like it anyway.
Let me see. Well, okay. Let's
Going
change.
outside.
Let's change the order.
Yeah.
Let's change the order this time. Spider, you go first.
I don't know.
Oh.
Cool. Sabrina.
Guilty pleasure. I mean, yeah, Sabrina, you say your one first, so I can like an example. To be
I don't
honest
know
with you.
either.
All right, Trevor.
I'll be right out with it. Marvel's Capcom Infinite.
Oh, okay. I honestly thought you didn't have one either. I was like, oh no.
No, because I actually have reasons. Because I would say Infinite is a guilty pleasure because I do agree. Like, the gameplay is absolutely my favorite of the whole Marvel's Capcom series, but it is bogged down by the production of it.
Mm-hmm.
The absolute the production values of it, and you know people say, "Oh, the story mode's really bad." And I'm like, it's a fucking fighting game story mode with crossover between Marvel and Capcom, it's gonna be cheesy as fuck.
Like Dragon Ball Fighters. I mean, what? None.
Yeah, but no, like, you know, people would just keep dogging on, oh, Marvel's Capcom looks so bad. Yeah, it does look bad, but it's really fucking fun. And isn't that the point of the video game in the end? And yeah, the roster from, like, Infinite is almost nearly copy and paste from 3. Yeah, I was actually really thinking about this today, about Infinite. I'm like, yeah. But, you know, it's kind of, and, you know, it's like, oh, you only like this game because, you know, you just chill from, like, no, I just legitimately like how this game plays. I would dare say it's better than Marvel 3's gameplay. In fact, I would say it's on par with Marvel 2's gameplay. And, you know, that's just how it be.
Nice.
Also, anything. Also for Rocket. Also for you, Rocket. Anything. There you go, Joey.
Oh, those are the treasure chests. I thought there was a Koroks. I was like, wait, how is there 8 Koroks? It literally shows 3. All right, hello, Korok seeds. Anywho, Sheena.
I'm trying to think of one. Like the only one that I can think of that always pops in my head is Sonic Adventure. Like I played that a lot as a kid, but I don't really like the characters too much. Growing up, you know, I was okay with the series, and I'm kind of like, whatever, and all that. But I don't mind the gameplay too much, and like I always like doing the Chow Garden stuff. Like that's the only reason why I kept playing with the Chow Garden stuff, like getting going to the missions or whatever, and getting the animal just for my child to grow up and feeding them. That was the only thing that I did, really.
Well, to be honest, it was kind of like me when I played Sonic Adventure as well. Because I was like, yeah, I like these little bastards.
Yeah, pretty much.
Do you and Sabrina have your says now? All right, I said
she's a little bit dehydrated.
Well,
I said.
Well, we got to play this, Sabrina.
Yeah, apparently.
I'm like looking at like my PlayStation app to see if there's any games that I've recently played. I might have to pull up my Switch case to see the games I own.
Spider?
Sonic Spinball, I think. I have a soft spot for that game. I know it's kind of it has its criticisms, and it's certainly valid, and it does have a very high, like suddenly like the difficulty can. After the first level, the difficulty ramps up because it becomes very unforgiving. But there was something about it that was quite. I don't know. There was something about it that I just really enjoyed, when I could get a hang and had the patience to try it again and try it again. And maybe that's the nature of like when we're kids and when we're playing games, and you're not typically getting games like every other week or what have you, so you have to kind of dedicate your time with whatever you got. So that could have been something like that where you're not gonna have any conflict, you're just gonna try again and again, and because you like, in my case, like the character, you kind of want to try it again, and it's not like I'm outright disliking this. So there's some kind of charm for it for me, and I know, but with what criticism there is about the game, it's totally valid and doesn't disguise its flaws. Absolutely not. But it was just like, this is fitting. It's in some ways it's kind of interesting. There hasn't really been another like pinball-esque Sonic game since, just because the concept does make it does make sense. Like you can turn into a ball, then expand it and make a random spin-off of it, like kind of like how Kirby had his own various other franchises. But yeah, I would put it. I was nearly going to say robotic beam machine.
Yeah, I thought you were going to say that.
But the reason why I halted on that is because there is a fan base with Puyo Puyo games. And I think among people who play those games, other than thinking maybe Caro, I'm not sure who. Well, actually no. Joey and Stefan recently got the game. I think they've been enjoying it. Joey can confirm. Can you?
Yeah, he
Says
said
hi,
hi.
Spider. So cool. Hey there, friend. So yeah, fucking hate it. But no, I know. But yeah, because it does have a fan base and it still goes on. I'm like, no, I don't think that's really a dislike. Yeah, I feel like what you hear maybe more recently is with Sonic Mania, where people felt like, oh, it changed the pacing of the game because you have to stop and now you play this puzzle game. And I'm like, it does make sense, especially if you're not into that type of puzzle game. It does feel like, oh, I'm now having to learn this whole new mechanic. I mean, I enjoyed it because I do like the game, but I wouldn't put it in that same vein as. And that's my essay.
Sabrina?
Yeah.
It's not a game, Sabrina.
Darn, I thought you heard of it.
Have I heard of it? Can you speak up?
Come back.
I don't
What
really
do people
know.
think of Glover?
It's. I don't think people hated it. Like, I think
Okay.
it's more so like a like.
Dude, we were Glover standing last stream.
Like I think Glover is one of those games where like it's kind of like not like the same level, but kind of like Earthbound, where like it has a lot of fans. It's just that they're not really there like to really talk about.
You say I'm not really there? Oh, damn.
No. Like,
Damn, Earthbound fans, where you at?
Yeah.
I can hate it if you want me to.
Oh shit, it is me.
No, but like it's kind of like how like it has its fans, but like back then more like not unlike today, because like obviously today like a lot of people know about Earthbound and had more access to it, but like there wasn't really that much access to Glover for like people would like talk about it enough. So like I would put it in that type of case.
Isolated
Yeah.
niche kind of.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like, what do people think of the Walking Dead Telltale games? Because I really love those games, including the last few seasons of it as well. Even though people are like, I know some people didn't like the later seasons, or they just kind of dropped off from it in the middle of it, but I did like New Frontier and the final season.
Also,
Yeah,
Nick, that
I
core
can't
core
speculate.
purge
I
has,
don't
I
know.
think it's in the bottom floor.
I've only seen the game because of SGB. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, actually, do people still hate Resident Evil 5?
Don't.
I
hear people say
more on
hate
6.
6. Yeah, I hear people
Yeah, I hear
hate
that
more on
more.
6 than 5.
God damn it!
Ooh, Sabrina.
Yes.
Maybe, what about Kirby's Epic Yarn?
Do people hate Kirby's Epic Yarn?
Well, no,
I don't know. I feel like
Are there?
I feel like
No.
people are like,
It's half
not
and
my
half.
Kirby game.
Yeah, people don't really like it that much compared to other Kirby games. So,
I don't
Really?
mind it, but I hear it's half and half.
I didn't know that.
well,
Yeah, it's
now
good
you do.
mixed. I mean, I like it, but
I
it is
like
one
the
that I
concept
understand.
of it.
Then I guess
I
would
love the
have
music
to-
for it.
Hey, yo, by the way, can we just get a good feel compilation like of Epic Yarn and Woolly World on Switch, please? That'd be wonderful.
Like,
Kirby's
okay,
Random
so
Adventures.
I guess like Kirby's
Featuring
Epic
Yoshi.
Yarn. I like the Dead or Alive series, but I don't know if people hate the series or not.
I can hate the price points.
Yeah, I hate that too.
But
And
Sabrina, you and I, we can agree. Fuck the season pass prices.
why is there like $5.90 season passes?
By the way, we should play in Doa 6 sometime.
Yes, we should. I have DOAs. I even have like the steelbook as well from GameStop.
Nice.
Like
Go on.
is more controversial than hated now, mainly for the swimsuit section. I mean that's what Dead or Alive was. Like I'm not gonna hide that fact.
Okay, you know this. You know that one picture. I love bringing it up. It's the the writer's very oddly specific fetish.
Yeah.
I love. It's pretty much that's what Doe is. It's the developer's oddly specific fetish, and mine too. To be real.
Okay.
I just like how you said it like
how
that.
do I get that treasure chest? I'm very confused.
I think it's on the other floor. I think.
I was on the other floor, and I don't know where it is.
Just keep looking around. Like
I
you're
was-
not. At least you're not on a time limit.
I mean, I can be if they start getting their asses kicked by the blights.
Well, okay. Well, I'm obviously take care of the blights first, then search around.
Mm-hmm.
Because I know which chest you're trying to look for. I think that one's on a different floor. Because I tried to find that one.
I mean,
I
it
think it's on
just
the
popped out of
floor.
existence now for wherever chest I was trying to look for. Okay, I'm confused.
Was it maybe on a different floor? And it just
That's what I'm
kind of,
thinking. Because I remember
because
that.
there was something like that I had an issue with.
Oh,
I think it is
I guess I picked it up. Wait, how did I pick it up? What? Wait, what? I don't get what's going on. Anyway, just gonna go here.
God damn it, Joey. He says, "Did you check Hyrule?"
Yeah. Okay, I'm just gonna ignore that treasure chest for now. I'm just gonna auto assume that I got it somehow, some reason. I don't know. Anyways,
Oh yeah, that was the thing in Epic
Another
Yarn.
answer.
People complain that you can't die in Epic Yarn. I'm like, what's wrong with that?
can't die in Odyssey either. You guys complain about that too?
and you can't die in Warrior Land 2. And to an extent, 3.
My ass is now able to update. Neat.
What?
My thing.
Ground pounding.
Don't worry about it.
Oh.
But let's have one. Wait, what's the question we're answering?
It was a guilty
What's your guilty
game.
pleasure?
No, I legitimately forgot because I was too busy with the treasure chest, so I kind of like blanked
That's
out
fine.
for like a good half second. What's the guilty pleasure? I have a love-hate relationship with Kingdom Hearts 3. That's it. Like that.
That's
Like
reasonable.
like I like the game. I like what it does. But man, there's some issues I have with it, but I still love it anyways because I love what it does. I love what it does for the series moving forward. So, yeah, that's my guilty pleasure, even though I haven't played it in a while, but that's only because I've been doing other shit.
I know an older one for me, but it's not so much as it is a guilty pleasure, but it will maybe perceive as one depending on the community that you like. Say in this instance, if I was playing it now, it would seem more of a guilty pleasure than if I'm just playing it among other people who also like it, because it certainly does have a massive following and fan base, and that would be the old like FIFA games, because I used to really be just that was my game that I used to play from in like 2010 to like 20 to I just would always go online just playing against others and just would have a good kick about, and I suppose the reason why I'm booting in this instance is always well, it changes now because of like the pandemic and how it started last year, but the annual, when it gets to EA and it's talking about sports and the jokes come in, and I totally get it, and I totally understand it, but I'm like the only one in our group where I'm like, I used to love these games, and the reason I don't play them now is just that it just weaned out of it simply.
Yeah,
I
remember you mentioning that to me.
Yeah. So yeah, it was when I had like a break from gaming for a number of years. That was the reason why I got a 360, so I can play like work friends and other actually friends that I still kept in touch with after school. Was how we would play online, and then I had like I think I got like Halo Reach with it as well, and I barely touched it. I just continued playing FIFA because of course I like football. So and then just forget my version of in that 100.
I forgot that it's because of the blood moon. Everything hurts.
Well, I mean, I feel like it's probably like the same damage output they give to you during the Blood Moon. I think it's just the weak point gauge that's kind of a little bit more peculiar.
No, their attack strength gets beefier because some of the shots that Zelda was taking for a level 70-something character is a bit on the
I
side.
mean, this Blood Moon level is like level 70-something.
But yeah, so they have beefier. They have beefier weak point, and they also have beefier hits. Depending on which type of enemy they are. Anywho, who did not say theirs?
Did everybody say the guild?
I think everyone said it.
I think everyone did.
Okay,
Yeah.
just making sure. Okay.
I was thinking of a question like the opposite of what's the game that everyone loves or series that everyone loves but you don't like. The opposite is what's the game that everyone doesn't like but you love.
Wouldn't that be the same as
No,
Guilty
it's the
Pleasure?
same- Yeah, it's the same thing.
Isn't it?
Yeah, be under the same.
In a way, yeah.
Alright, cool.
All right. Okay, I believe you.
Okay, that's guilty pleasure. Okay, yeah, true. Never mind.
Anyone got any other questions to go ahead and give us? I mean, you guys can go. I mean, if you really want to dive deep, you can go ahead and not have it video game related, and it could be some anime. Give it to me.
Fuck anime.
Hentai, yes or no?
No.
Yes.
Not
Well,
that
you
question.
wanted a different question. I'm
Not
bringing
that-
the different.
Not that
Also-
question.
For the people who care, Honey Pop got an update.
What's the
cool.
update allow you to do?
It's cancelled.
It fixes something. No. It fixes some things. You can change the difficulty. But like you can't increase it, but you can decrease it if it's hard. The stamina freeze has been removed. More stamina
far.
refilling items will be in the store. There will be at least 4 every morning.
Oh, so wait, does the game still have that
Baller.
puzzle mechanic?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I never asked what mechanic do they still pertain the little crunchy roll, the candy crush mechanic puzzle thing. I thought they would have changed that, but I'm actually glad.
No.
To be honest.
Like the only thing different about it is that you're on a date with 2 girls and not just one.
Oh,
So you
And
have
there's a
to
stamina meter. Or
Yeah,
There's
so you
hunger
have to
meter.
like switch between them. Yeah.
oh, okay, that's interesting.
Some new date gifts have been added. There's a spoiler section, so I'm not gonna go down there. But
cool. Thank you.
yeah. Well, I haven't.
Also,
beaten
fuck
the
off,
game,
Joey.
So I'm not gonna go down there.
There's your lore behind the.
Yeah. So it's focused on like bugs and technical stuff, which I'm happy about because the stamina meter, like not having stamina, refilling items kind of stink when I'm like trying to ask questions.
I don't know
I
why
also
it
hate,
takes
like,
stamina
asking a
for
question takes up
yeah,
2.
I was gonna say, why does talking?
But it
take
gives
your
you
stamina?
but it gives you an extra move.
Yeah, it gives you an extra move, but like it costs 2. It's like, come on, man.
Yeah,
Why does it have to cost
I'm
2?
like, okay. Man, you know how many times I restart again because I got a wrong answer, and I'm like, I didn't want to waste the stamina.
Urbosa, you good? She was flat.
Oh God!
She was
I have like a
stuck.
little cheat sheet of like things just so I can be like, okay, so this girl likes this.
Yeah.
Wow, how dare you cheat in a video game? Jeez.
Look. No, it's not even cheating. I'm writing down the answers after they answered.
Oh, it's cheating. You're cheating. You're banned.
No,
Actually, it's funny. The game actually helps you keep track of that now too.
I know.
What, the cheating?
No.
No, not the cheating, but like it helped. Oh, it's like, oh, this girl likes X fruit, or yeah, they like this genre of movie.
Yeah, it keeps track of it. I found out after I was writing it down. I'm like, yeah, I'll still write it down, I guess.
That's
if
fair.
I need it right in front of me.
Joey played Honeypot because he lost a bet. Lol.
Oh.
Nice.
Really?
At least that's what he thinks.
That's what he thinks.
I think you didn't bomb that one, Nick.
I can see that.
Oh, okay.
You know what? I'm gonna let you tell me how to play the game now.
Well, I saw you struggling, so.
Well, I wasn't struggling.
No.
It's just that the King's Bomb, for some reason, is intangible and can just go through things, which makes 0 sense to me.
I was struggling.
Oh. I'm just.
Cyber has something non-gaming related. What is one hobby you guys would do or want to explore other than gaming?
Music.
Public speaking.
Cool.
It's kind of the reason why I end up switching to what I want to do anyways, so.
That's embroidery.
Sports, technically, but I kind of already did that on my, not past life. I was gonna say, like when I was a kid.
Mm-hmm.
But you know, I like to kind of get into sports more, like
the topic,
yeah,
or
that's just
the topic, or the
like,
actual, or
like
just
topic,
playing?
like you know.
I can see that.
Any particular one that interests you, brother?
Anything that's martial arts related, I seem to gravitate more towards too. Like boxing is definitely one of them, or mixed martial arts technically.
Mm-hmm. UFC?
Yeah,
Would
pretty
you say?
much. Yeah, I would say UFC pretty much. But at the same time, part of me kind of just is, just because of like I participated in some sports as a kid, I'm like just kind of turned off from it.
For me, like as Joey said, like there was a time when I was young that I always wanted to try skateboarding, but not so much anymore. But same thing with Spider. Music more so with piano probably. Like I would like to get better at the piano because I'm basic. Although I do. Okay, not that basic. Like I used to play, I used to play some songs on the piano, like only because I looked up video tutorials on how to, play them and all that, and I did on my own. Like, cause I used to be really good I used to play Minda's Lament on the piano really well, like close, like 1-to-1 with the actual song.
Nice.
Not so much anymore. So there was a few songs that I actually did all right with, but I lost touch of the piano. Yeah. My problem is that my hands can't like reach like the other notes. Like my fingers are short, so it's kind of hard for me to kind of reach, the other notes. So I kind of have to improvise a bit.
You got small fingers.
They're really small.
Freeform jazz.
I suppose only so much practice can help with like making them flexible to reach a little bit, but yeah, if you've got like paws basically for hands,
like it's weird too because I used to do like way back in my channel, like I have like a few piano videos that I did way back then. Terrible quality, but I did some. I did Minda's Lament. I actually did the I did the Kid Icarus Underworld theme. That's a very fast song too. That's a very fast song. Like lots of fingerwork for that.
Yeah, wow.
Yeah, I did that.
This might be a very bad question to ask, but I'm just gonna hope that you guys can remember. Did we find 3 Koroks already?
Oh,
I know you found one.
I found one in the back. I found one up top of here somewhere, but did we find a 3rd one?
Wow, Nick, you're right. It was a bad question.
Yeah, I know. I know.
Thanks, Nick.
I know the one that out in the balcony that you found. I remember that one.
Yeah, I got that one.
Well, go back to those locations. Well, go back to those locations just to make sure.
Well, okay. I got 1 and I got 2. And 3 seems to be in some weird ass area that seems to be after, I think, Aster and Dude. Okay, so never mind.
That's right.
We're
You
good.
have the map, so in case if you don't feel confident that you got all the back to them.
I wanted you guys to be part of the fun too, but instead you guys want to be jerks, so never mind.
What do we do?
Well, I mean, Sabrina, you didn't say anything, so.
I like Joey's answer with the piano thing. He said, I'm also Filipino, short finger. If I can't do it, you can't either.
So it's a Filipino.
Or no, if he can do it, then I can do it too. I'm like, oh, okay.
You're right. So, do it.
It's a lot of practice.
Grow your hands.
Yeah, grow your hands.
Yeah. Yeah. Just like getting a job. It's very simple.
Yeah.
Let me stretch my finger out, then maybe break a bone in my finger.
Get extenders. Yeah.
Oh God.
You know what? Drawing is probably another one too, honestly. That's actually the big one from now I think about it. It's that I'm just thinking in my head because like I follow a lot of art because of reasons. But so I kind of like my Twitter feed is always constantly filled with like the artist struggle essentially, and I kind of understand. It's to the point where I'm starting to I feel like I'm part of that mind space, even though I'm not an artist myself.
Mm-hmm.
Artists carry or artists are pretty much can pretty much in any media really, even with video editing that can be considered some sort of art.
I would agree.
Yeah.
It's generalized to think like, oh, it's when you draw something, but really any form of like creation, there's a knack that's very personal to the person who creates it. Like a good clean example is like the SGB editing that you can tell it's a different person behind the desk who's edited this episode out, whether it is the way the humor is displayed or just cut, or it's just because a single person is going to get different for than another person's going to get, and it does translate, although if it's subtle, although it can be subtle, you can notice often a pattern if you were to put your attention towards that. So yeah, art's very standard.
Confusing me. Holy crap! Frog.
Wow.
Wow, that was a weird fight because I didn't have any idea what was going on. Impa, you crazy.
I'll send mine over. Oh yeah, that's another thing. Like aside from learning how to play piano, also reading music sheets because I really don't know how to read music.
Before you just said reading,
I thought you
meant reading in general. I'm like,
no,
oh.
I never learned how to read. I never.
That's why I'm a co-com. I don't write in like I see.
No, read sheet music. Sheet music.
That's what I thought. I was like, whoa, wait, what? You can't read?
How you be reading the chat? Somehow, like on her monitor, like instead of seeing text, it's all what's the thing? What's the word called? Yes, she just fills the monitor. It's like, that's a funny sentence there, Cyber. She's just touching the monitor. Yes, that's what they say.
Like I know the basic note, like the basic scale notes, but the other fancy symbols and all that, like I don't know what those are. Because I did take music class at elementary, and I'm just digging through deep in my memory what I remember. Mm-hmm. Like I remember the notes that's on the line or something. Never remember the ones that's up in between the line, the space, whatever. Because I remember some sort of saying for those notes. But yeah.
How did they look?
I don't remember. I think it's E G B D F. I think. No, the
it's a type of chord. Yeah, like you get to like the general ones, and then there's just various like aggressive chords. That's just like, oh boy.
Oh god,
that's
Joey.
why it was super interesting actually to see that T-Lope shared the other day that like all his music he does it through keyboard and mouse. he hasn't played on it. He doesn't do it for a keyboard, like a musical keyboard, and he doesn't know music theory. It's like, whoa, you did all this stuff, and you don't, and everything is all just kind of technical, as just testing it. Yeah.
I always like that. Because the Alex guy, the one that ends up making like the remixes of Funkies and everything, he actually ends up saying that he learns a different way as well. Forgot what he said, but he did make a post on it too. Like, obviously, some people won't end up agreeing with that kind of learning mentality, but that's just how he learned. So.
Is he
I don't know if it's so much. Yeah, I don't know if it's so much that they don't agree learning in that approach, rather than it's just not traditional or orthodox simply. And maybe they could make an argument of like, oh, this would be a quicker way of learning if you do it like this, but not
like
outright
everyone
saying
has
it's
like
wrong.
a different way of everyone has a different way of like learning things. Like there's
and you know what? Sorry, I was gonna say Joey brought up something good. People who say music theory is essential for learning music are super full of it. I would say that also applies to cooking as well.
That
like,
also applies to art as well. I
Mhm.
would say as well.
Like you don't need to go to like a fancy school or have the best education ever to be an artist or a culinary chef or you know, a music guy, musician. That's the word.
Yeah, like
hell, actually, you know what? I will say that
Really
same with like at all walks of life. Actually, now I think about it, like
'cause
acting
you
too.
can
Like
learn just
like
by
fucking
doing most of the time.
yeah.
It's just that it just usually sucks whenever you kind of get those kind of people that will end up saying that, no, like, this is the wrong way of how you're supposed to do things and everything, and you kind of just feel a little bit discouraged about it.
Like, for me, like, I took art, heck, I wasn't even an advanced art, and lots of the stuff they taught us is, like, basic stuff. I'm like, okay, I don't really need it, I know this stuff, whatever. But you don't really need to know those stuff, you just do whatever. Like, most of the stuff that I learned is all self-taught. Like, I just looked into myself at how to do certain things.
And
Like
actually, you know what's
how,
really fun? Oh yeah, go.
Oh no, I was just gonna say, I know someone that I went to school with. He had like a very like anime like style going on, and
I know where this is going.
Yeah,
Go
I
on.
know. You can already tell where this is gonna go.
Yeah.
And the teacher, like one of the teachers would be like, "Oh, like anime's not a real style, blah blah blah."
Oh god.
He's a motion graphic editor, and he's like living in like I think he lives in Korea now.
Oh, ironic.
I forget where. I'm trying to remember where he lives at now, because I know he like just moved out of the country.
It's okay, Spring. You don't need to dox him. It's all right.
I know.
He lives on this street.
But apparently he had a lot of fans like in like different like Asian countries. It's like Jesus Christ, and then it's like this teacher was saying like, oh, like anime art's not gonna get you anywhere.
Face now.
Thanks, Butch Hartman.
When I say eating their face.
Yeah, see this. I know. I'm in the know of animation art. See, I'm hip in that area. I think. Yeah, fuck Butch Hartman.
I made your childhood. Okay, yeah. That's great. You're in my adulthood now. Anyway. Fuck you.
Yeah, you can't take away my childhood, bitch.
All right, so real fast.
No.
Okay, well, screw you. It's my stream. I can say what I want. Anyway, okay, is the last treasure chest here? No, it is.
You can always pause the game and look in the map.
No, looking at the map is not gonna help me. I'm more so looking at the big map
you
here.
You can switch the floors.
No, I'm fine. I just need to figure out.
It's below you anyway. So.
Yeah, I know it's below me. Stop making fun of me. Why you guys just sitting here? Move, jeez. The nerds.
They're just sitting
well, a bunch of nerds. They're just sitting there.
I'm gonna let my Keyblade wielder king. Oh, there are like no enemies around here. Sweet.
Nick, I really want to so badly make fun of you. Like, Nick, the fucking Kingdom Hearts didn't invent the sword fighting. I want to make that joke so badly, but
No, but it made the handling thing. I mean, I can also say it's Final Fantasy VII Clued.
Don't you know the 3 Musketeers were fighting with keyblades?
Yeah, according to Dream Drop Distance.
and they were, yeah. And their names are Sora, Dono, Goofy, Mickey. I was gonna say Sora, Dono, Goofy. Like, no, you idiot! You visit the world.
Yeah, what's wrong with you? You nerd. Yeah.
Also, Joey
Love
saying
you, Joey.
that. Oh yeah.
Wait,
Sending
I'm
the
sitting
heart.
in chat. Really glad you guys exist. I love y'all.
Aw, wait, hold on. Say
I
that
love
again.
you, Joey. He's saying I'm sitting in chat. Really glad you guys exist. I love y'all.
Okay.
You know what? You get a gay heart. You get a pansexual pride heart, Joey.
Holla.
I ain't that, but you know.
Give
that's part.
your rods. Take that. Is that what you want?
Gross.
Yeah.
Understandable.
I need it. I need it.
There you
so
go,
let me
Joey.
fight.
I got you.
I'm sorry for misgendering you.
Jesus.
That's not a gender.
No, wait, yeah, no, it's a sexuality. I'm sorry.
Oh, yeah.
Sexual preference. There. I'm gonna dig myself a deeper hole. I swear to God.
I mean, you keep doing it, and you know you're fine with being in that hole. So whatever. All right, so I need the king to come back. I don't really want him to stay all the way down here because I don't think he'll teleport with us in the battlefield.
He's not a ghost, Nick.
Well,
Yeah.
I'm more so kind of getting at, do they teleport in the battlefield if I activate the cutscene?
That's a good question. Oh,
So
Richard
that-
said he will teleport, apparently.
Oh, okay, sweet.
At least I
Link,
hope.
Link, get your naked ass in it. Wait, he said you hope? Hold on, wait. I don't like that hope nonsense. That hope
I
does not
don't
give
know.
me hope. All right, whatever. We're just gonna go in naked. Wait.
Oh, wait, are you gonna go into... Wait, did you get the
I
thing?
got everything.
Oh, okay, yeah. He'll teleport.
I got the Korok. I got the rod. I got the cheddar chest. We Gucci, cause you can't leave this area once you get in here. So yeah.
Also, Cyber has a question. What moment in anime, movie, TV show, game, etc. made you ugly cry?
Well, I can't.
Oh, I got a good
Oh,
one.
no.
Well, I can't really ugly cry because it's really I'm bad with that. But
I thought you'd be like, I can't ugly cry because I'm beautiful. It's like, okay.
yeah, but no. Oh,
That's
the
a good
door.
turn on
Oh,
it.
the door is locked. Oh, that's interesting. Oh, cool. Anyways,
Door is locked.
the second My Hero movie, the final moment that happens, that got me because of the music and.
I still
that
need to
final
watch
scene.
that, but cool.
Yeah, I love that scene. It's like, oh shit.
You know that question we had about, like, is there something that you don't like that people like? If
So
we
me.
did it to films, no.
Oh.
Anal lead? No. If we're talking about films, you just kind of said my one, but we ended that bad.
Oh, you don't like that movie?
Well, at the ending.
Wait, what
you
movie?
Just the ending of the second My Hero Academia.
Oh, you don't like the ending?
I like it, but I don't like it in the
Oh.
context
Oh,
of
okay.
it.
Yeah, we obviously can't get
It's
Trevor
unfortunate
hasn't
about
seen it
it. But cried probably of recently. Soul made me cry.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
So,
Same.
Ooh, I still need to watch that too.
Dude.
Oh my god,
Very
do
good,
you
very
have
good.
Disney Plus?
It's you have the Disney that pluses.
Yes, I do. It's just I don't. This is kind of my fault, but because I just see so many people on my Facebook telling me it wasn't that good. I'm like, part of me
Really?
gets slightly. I got slightly jaded from seeing some posts like that. I'm like, oh, but I'm like, it looks really good, and I love jazz, and I'm like,
I usually
bad.
don't take comments from people on the internet.
yeah, I know that's again that's
Yeah.
you know I did say it wasn't my fault. No, it was my fault for kind of that happening because my mind be dumb like that sometimes.
It's a it's a beautiful movie. Like,
Cool.
whoever
awesome.
said that,
Oh,
fuck them. Like,
Joey.
Also, there was also that one YouTube video that keeps popping on my feed. Like, what was it? Saul is a masterclass under fake light, and I'm like, oh, I don't like the wording of that. There's that video that always appears on my fucking feed, and I'm like, get away.
Like how someone made like a 5-hour video about how Ruby sucks.
Oh god.
And then
Yeah,
like
something
what
like
was
that.
a 12-hour video that like Steven Universe sucks?
In
Like
a 5-hour video of Persona 5? Yeah, we know these videos. They all over the place. Anywho, yeah, I'm gonna just have
careful, dude. That game invented
What?
Japan.
Yeah, you're right. Anyways, I'm just gonna let you guys talk because I like this final battle because I'm a silly nerd.
I also like how Bliss with Eggy dying is topical.
I gave Joy flashbacks.
Oh.
I'm sorry.
Oh.
He's back in Nam again. God damn it.
I'm sorry. I just like what do you have to do to make a 5-hour video just explaining something that you do not like? Like you that could have been
Clement.
time.
Yeah, jeez, Mr. Some Comic Johnny, who's 30 minutes of Sonic 06. Goodness.
Oh my god, yeah, you're right. That was a long video.
Oh, so Joey's gonna leave. He says he's gonna cook dinner. He's just feeling good about things. Thanks, guys.
Alright,
Cool. Take care, Joseph.
Have a good dinner.
Take care.
Yeah,
take care.
Enjoy that din.
Yeah, go eat them Filipino food that I've never actually eaten in my life.
Share.
You know,
That'll change.
I know. I hope it changes because if it doesn't, I'm gonna be very disappointed and cry.
He just brings KFC. He's like, yeah, this is Filipino. God damn it.
Anyway, Joey, have a good
Like,
one.
here, man.
Take care.
Take care, Joseph. If I may, can I just talk about what was the one moment that made me ugly cry? Because I gotta go eat dinner myself. So
Oh.
Okay, I'm about to say something.
There's a Filipino thing. They always eat the same thing. Nah, go.
God. So I'm gonna say some words y'all are probably not gonna understand. So in the Kaizoku Sentai Go Kaiju movie versus Go Sage 109 Hero Battle movie, there is a scene where they get it's essentially it's like a big old anniversary movie. The thing that I got ugly crying when essentially the Megazord battle, they started bringing out like every robot and thing that not every like main Megazord from each of those series, and I started crying because I'm like, I grew up with mostly Power Rangers and I was already getting a lot of Super Sentai around then, but I'm like, because they kind of have it all lined up. It's all like emotion in it too. It got to me hard. I tend to find myself. I get to cry more when I'm older because I just get into my feelings a lot more, and I was like, God, I fucking love this movie. So yeah, I cried at a movies aimed for children. Anyway, I gotta go eat dinner. I'm not sure I'll be back not before stream then, but take care, y'all.
Take care.
Bye.
Much love.
Anybody want to go after ugly crying?
I would say
Go.
like I don't want to spoil anything, but a certain part of the Promised Neverland made me bawl my eyes out. Like a certain character has to go away, and it made me cry.
Aww.
I wonder if he can actually get back up, but I don't feel like finding out because I really don't feel like doing this fight again. So die!
Yeah.
And thank God, at least we got the final areas, Koroks and Churchas out of the way. Holy hell! Now we get to see the ending again. Yeah, what's yours, Spider? I think he said.
So recently it would have been Pixar Soul.
Oh yeah, that's right. For me, like, it was actually the reveal trailer for Palutena and Smash 4 that got me screaming and also ugly crying at the same time.
He remembered her. It is not only just Kid Icarus.
Like that trailer is so just got me like jumping around, excited and crying at the same time. And also I have a funny like story. Well, obviously the one that I always say is the ending, but I have a funny story for that one. Like, cause when my middle sister was watching me play the ending of it, and first time I went through it, she saw me crying, and she's like, "Are you okay?" She's like, "Yeah, I'm good. I'm teary." And then not too long ago, I think back in September, I'm not sure, but I was playing it again, and this time she was the one that was tearing up a bit, and I asked her, "Are you okay?" She's like, "No, I'm okay." So it was the same thing how I first experienced it. So I'm like, "Oh, like it's okay."
I cried too.
That's okay. I cried. You cried too. It's okay.
Scrolling back up and looking at Cyber's question and trying to think of like other mediums what got me.
Yeah, I was trying to think of
cry
other
and all
mediums
that.
too.
Anime, I would say Your Name made me cry. That was really good.
Same.
TV show, near the ending of Stranger Things first season, there's a very touching moment in it that I got really sentimental over. Well, have you seen that show?
No. I was gonna say I know the moment with the Will's dad coming in the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, that got me.
Oh, sure.
Aww.
That was a very classic.
Also the ending of it as well. The ending when they all left the house, that was also a good one for me as well.
I heard there was. Go on.
No. Scrubs. The final ending for the 8th season of Scrubs, and also the moment when him and Dr. Cox talks after the incident that ends up happening in the show. That one's also gets me as well. Love that show.
You'll lead our people well. Read you.
This is one that actually kind of got me as to what made me a My Hero Academia fan. It was reading the Deku against Shoto fight, and him and Deku opening him up to kind of like embrace who he is, rather than being so against his dad's philosophy and stuff like that. So he allowed like his other quirk to be used. Something about like how that was illustrated and told in the book was really nice and really got to me. And I was like, I liked it.
I will never forget
Brilliant.
today's miracles.
They always won as well.
All of you fought by my side, and the trials we overcame together.
I can't think of these. Like the latest one I could think of was Souls. That kind of got me teary a little bit.
Yeah. Soul really got me because that was
gosh.
so during that was like what happened.
There was a big like shuffle near the microphone.
Shuffle, so we don't know what happened.
Oh, I know. Hold on.
All I heard was like, "Oh man, Soul really got."
It's like and then the avalanche turned up. It's like
Okay. Okay. I'm gonna move my computer. Tell me if this is loud.
Not as loud.
Yeah, it's a lot better.
Guys, you didn't
Okay,
say we lost
my computer-
1% of frames. Now we good.
What?
No, my computer just does that. I don't know why. Like sometimes, like the mic gets really, really sensitive and likes to pick out, like just to pick up like whatever movement it happens. So like I touched my pillow and that was what you heard.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't know why my computer just does that, and I have to like get out of the call and go get back in so it doesn't do that anymore.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, how dare you?
Also,
but
apparently we dropped like 1% frame. Like, oh, neat. Apparently it's not that bad. Then again, to be fair, with all the crap that was happening in the battle, I'm not even surprised. Anywho, continue, my friends.
Remind me what I was saying.
You were saying
something about the or something before that. It was something about souls.
Soul, yeah.
Oh yeah. With Soul, that was still during like that was like really fresh, like from like my breakdown. I think it was like a day or two after I broke down. So watching Soul afterwards, like just made me cry again, which After crying so much the first time, I was like, I don't want to do this anymore.
Also, apparently beating the final area cleanses the blood moon. What?
For some reason.
Is that what made you cry? That's
No.
interesting.
I did like the Soul movie because it also gave me a better perspective. I tried to get my mom to watch it, but she's gonna
Oh
watch it
my
sitting down.
goodness.
What?
No, I'm just reminded of one thing that actually did make me tear up was Guardians of the Galaxy 2, the ending of it. With Yondu.
Oh, yeah, that was done very well. Yeah,
Yeah.
That got me. I'm like, oh.
Yes, we can get more rods.
He may be your daddy, but he was not your father.
Yeah, Flip reminded me of that with the Gamora hugging her sister, saying, "You will always be my sister."
I love that.
Mhm.
I actually love that because I love how they finally like rekindled that. So many moments in that movie was really good because you can tell it's like a family. Except for Drax, he just laughs at you.
Just over Drax.
Ah! She said your darkest secrets. Like, Jesus Christ. My favorite part is like I love how Gamora's actress is like she's trying to hold not to laugh because it's like what the fuck, dude. It's like jeez.
Oh, that's something that I
man.
can bring up, like to kind of bring something wholesome. What is the funniest thing from any media that you laugh so hard at?
When Sonic dabbed, no.
I thought you were gonna say died. I was like, yeah, too. Okay. That's peaceful. You laugh.
Let me see. What actually made me bow?
Any sort of media, really.
Made me laugh so hard that I kind of could keep watching it again and again for some reason.
There's recently, like in a podcast, there's a wrestling podcast I was listening to, and they were talking about how like many wrestlers now use Cameo to get like some extra pocket on the side, and they were reviewing this cameo of one of the legendary wrestlers called The Undertaker, and the stuff that he was made to say, where it was like saying like "I love you" kind of thing in a very kind of serious I am the Undertaker kind of like tone, and it was the stuff he was saying and the laughter from the podcasters as well that just adds to it. It's just laughing medicine for me. I've gone back to it purposely to just to kind of cheer myself up, and it succeeds every single time. So funny. Like there's one like to say like a success of someone's surgery, but the character's the Undertaker. Is like, why would they want as soon as they come out of like being out of their induced coma that the Undertaker says, "I'm glad that you are still alive," and that kind of stuff. Like that's like the principle and the concept of it is just hilarious. And that's something that was of recent.
Night, Cyber, he going to
Take care, Cyber.
How dare you not be able to stay up until past 12 o'clock? Now you.
It's 10:47. Jesus.
Yeah, I mean, this is.
Really?
I mean, I'm actually surprised how slow the time is going. I was gonna go faster, but whatever.
So I thought it was earlier. Like,
No, that's false.
like I thought it was like maybe just turning 10. It's about to be 11.
Yeah, man.
know, right?
That means that we're almost about to end because that's usually how our things go. And then we go on break for 2 days, and then we come back on Sunday and do it all again.
He said he may be back after said shower, but just in case, night.
Oh, okay, that's
Cool.
Well, I mean, you won't be back. Don't worry.
24-hour Mario's missing stream is right now, so you'll be back.
Oh
Why
no.
do you want
I can't
Mario
do
is
that.
missing?
No, I need sleep.
And not only that, it's Mario's missing. We're just gonna get tired just
Fake
by looking at the
gamers.
game. Fake gamers, okay.
Elliot needs to sleep.
And he doesn't want to watch Mario's missing either. Trust me, if I don't want to watch it, why the hell would he? What? Why?
Wait, question, Nick. Is it snowing?
Please don't say
For you?
that. Please don't
No,
say
well,
that.
like, no, it's not. okay, like it's not snowing over here, but like they were saying like, oh, it's going to be snowing from like Thursday to like Saturday, but it hasn't been snowing.
Listen, I don't want my mom to be here again, okay? Because this is well, no, she doesn't even like working from home either.
Someone likes their mom, don't they? Jesus Christ!
What?
The way you just like there's some like underlying hate towards mummies. It's just like, dude.
No. She needs to go back to the works and do the things of the jobs and things. Ooh, I'm gonna put on these horns for Patricia because I like the horns. That gives her an amazing vibe. What?
I think those are like more powerful.
Well, no. Well, I mean, the one that was. Well, I mean, it is, to be fair, because of the fact that, yeah. But anyways, no, I just want that because it looks cool. I kind of like to put the cool weapons on people. So we're gonna be using these characters. Hey, what'd I get? Rare material drop rate? Yo!
Not even looking at what you're putting in your weapons.
Nope. That's me.
You cause me pain.
Oh, well, I'm sorry.
Yeah, you're causing me a bit of pain too.
I mean, I do that every day with you, so it's nothing new. So yeah. Anyways.
24 hours.
No.
No.
Oh.
You can do it 24 hours.
Yeah, you
What?
can.
I got no
24
PC.
Well,
You can shoot off your phone.
Yeah, you can shoot off your phone. That's what everyone else does.
I don't like that idea. God,
Well, then, whatever. Then shut up.
Just
Then.
get out of your house.
Get out of here. Ugly cry, not ugly cry. Ugly
No,
laugh.
funny. That's
Funny.
yeah.
That made me laugh a lot.
Shit.
Well, while you guys are
This is
thinking,
When
really
you shit?
concerning. This is
I'll go.
this is really concerning that I can't think of anything that made me laugh recently. This is very concerning.
That
Please
is-
help.
That
Oh.
is very concerning.
Please help.
I need to laugh.
I'll let you guys think about it. I can't really think of what other movies or stuff that made me laugh hard, but all I can think of is like just videos that made me laugh. But the ones that I always go to have good laughs is Steven's GTA Online with friend videos. Those always gets me laughing, even though I've seen them many times. But I just like watching them. And then once in a while, Nick and I we tend to kind of watch Mighty Keith stuff, and one of the ones that always makes me laugh. Nick, you know the Spider-Man one?
Oh yeah.
So that one, or Spider-Man's like what? Like only on the
PS4. It's not on the Xbox One.
And then I think he was saying like, but he's playing Smash, but he's playing on the Switch or whatever over there.
It's like, no, he's fine. He's got Smash Brothers coming out. He's good. My favorite is... No, go.
But my other favorite one is the E3 2019 reveal. I think it's 2019, where he's like, Banjo and Smash, Breath of the Wild sequel.
The house just blows up. It's like, what? I love Mighty Keith so damn much. Like he's very good. Another one.
Or I like the Among Us one. It was hilarious too.
It's like green kind of sus. It's like, wait, that doesn't make any sense. You're just blaming me because I'm also into blaming you as well. And that's all the evidence I need. What the? It's like, it doesn't make any sense. And that's why people don't play Among Us with each other. What?
Wow, you ate dinner fast.
You didn't eat your food. Go back
You
and
didn't
eat
chew,
your food.
you just swallowed.
Yeah, you just swallowed. Go eat your food now.
Oh, okay.
He left.
Oh, no, he's back.
No,
Nope,
I said, go eat your food.
I did eat. I consumed.
See, that's your
He
problem.
curbs.
You eat all the food, all the chicken, all the pig feet. No one.
You actually got part of what I ate, right?
Okay, no one watched Friday. Okay, good. Whatever.
I hate good
Anyway,
things.
that's all I can think of for funnies.
Shit. much.
Hey, that's Miss Freak to you.
Fine.
That's Game Freak to you, by the way.
You're a Pokemon?
Davenport! Yes.
Fair. That's not what I wanted to do. I wanted to end the stream. Alright.
How dare
that
you.
is the... Well, actually, Sabrina, do you have one before we end?
I can't think of anything. I'm sorry. Like, Naruto has made me laugh a few times, but like right now it's like in a serious arc, so I can't really think of anything.
This person died.
No. Nah, man, Naruto made me. That's another thing that made me ugly cry recently. Fucking Shippuden and.
God damn it, Sabrina. That means when we do the Storm series, you're gonna ugly cry in that too.
Yes, I am, because I'm gonna be reminded.
Yeah, you are. Well, that's gonna be fun. Anywho, Trevor, you got a moment where you ugly cried? Not cried, damn it!
No!
Laugh.
Funny moment.
Stop making people want to cry!
Wait, what's the question?
Will you ugly laugh? Like, will you laugh so hard?
Oh, I got so I got like 2 good examples. One of them is the entirety of Bobo. Because fuck, I love that show. And
I think he glitched, guys. I'm confused.
yeah,
that's the name of the show.
No, that's the name of the show.
And but and the other one was Hikoni Sentai Akiba Ranger, both season 1 and 2. Because God, that show is beautiful in terms of comedy. Because it's pretty much because that one in particular deals with like otaku culture too, and it just hit the right places. It just made so much good fun at everything too. I love it. And oh god, I wish I could show you guys. There is like a bit or two that is like incredibly stupid, and I love it. But maybe one day we'll get a watch along going. One day, in like for 45 years.
That's a that Octorok eye color is weird. I thought it was an alien for a second.
I mean, they look like aliens.
You see that icon? That's the icon you see at night when you sleep.
Oh.
Well then.
Yeah. Anywho, Sabrina, you got one?
Nope.
Please laugh.
We'll never know this answer.
Or how about this? Not from media, but how about like anything that Elliot done that made you laugh?
Please say something that Elliot has done.
I was gonna say.
There's there's just some things that the public shouldn't know.
Okay, fair enough.
Elliot, there's one time Elliot farted so hard.
I mean, Elliot does make me laugh whenever he freaks the fuck out in any of the SGB videos. Like, I don't know what the fuck that's all about. It's like, dude, calm down. I mean,
I guess like I guess one thing I could probably say is this podcast I watched called Sweet Boys. They're pretty funny and make me laugh all the time.
Cool.
Nick.
We found it. Something makes a laugh. Finally.
I mean, it's a cop-out, but anything that Sheena does.
I mean, I thought you were going to say that my answer was a cop-out.
Jesus Christ.
No.
Oh, man.
It's anything that Sheena does, even though she ends up claiming that she's not funny.
I'm not.
That's funny.
Oh, if we're gonna do like including podcasts too, I guess anything the McElroy brothers have done too, like what my brother me goofs or Adventure Zone. I guess that counts too.
Oh man,
damn, I love those boys.
Everyone has podcasts, and me and Sheena are like, man, we don't watch podcasts.
That's the thing, Nick. You don't watch it, you listen.
Oh, okay.
That's why you're doing it wrong.
Well, I greatly recommend.
Watch mine.
Oh, yeah.
Take
that, Spider. Yeah, and Trevor's gonna say the same thing. Now I do a dance.
Because my brother and me did have a TV show, so that counted.
Yeah, look at that. Boo shakalaka. Shibuya.
Yeah, they changed the rules. Fucker. Don't know what else to say. Shut up.
Alright. Well, this was fun as always. Anyways, we will see you guys on Sunday for more Hat in Time shenanigans, because that seems to be the things we do. Because we always take breaks on Friday and Saturday, because we all got to recuperate, we got to breathe, and we got to also do something
Wait,
else.
I wasn't bringing this whole time. Hold on.
Well, okay, that's too bad for you. Also, should we mention the 3D world thing, or no? Or we just leave it as is?
Well, okay, so I might be able to get it because Elliot is saying that. Well, two things. Elliot's saying he might get it for me for Valentine's Day, so I might get it then. Or if I get payment.
Well, that's
from
kind of
Tristan
concerning if he's like, I might get a sweet for Valentine's Day, but I might not. It's just like, that's not nice.
Well, because money's tight, so like like he
gets
gets
it
paid
from me instead. He's like, oh,
What?
Oh, nice. Pal and everything.
Yeah.
And or like my the person I edited the Kingdom Hearts video for, Tristan might be giving me some more payment tomorrow. So yeah, so it might be either one of those two, but I'll be able to get the game.
Okay.
Cool.
Spider, will you be able to get it?
Yeah, I'll be getting it. So hopefully that should be no issue on my part.
Okay. Now for Sheena.
Hopefully sometime this weekend. Hopefully.
All right. So what I'm gonna say is, I'm not gonna make it.
It's gonna be me and Nick. Oh yeah.
I'm not gonna make it an official thing. It might happen next month, or it might happen probably either late in that next month.
A year from now.
Yeah, it's gonna happen next year, 2022, on the wedding day of Ellie and Sabrina. Yeah. Anyways, good night, everybody.
Wow,
I like that. Let's do it.
Right at the
No,
wedding too.
cool. Yeah.
If Sabrina dies, that's it. No one shows up.
No.
In fact, the wedding's
Well,
canceled after that.
anyways, good night, everybody. We love you all.
Oh boy.
Nice.